With Phil stumbling drunkenly out of his bed, appearing in his head all the things he's wanting to be said. 19 minutes of Phil to Phil, with so much time to kill. He promised chill, but all he does instead is beg and shill. The stream's online and straight away begins to whine, but all is fine as long as Shad's benign and doesn't step out of line. His content's immature for all to endure like fresh manure, but I feel sure he ran straight to feeling so insecure. The money he earned from yesterday was withdrawn and long gone, as Phil's spending impulse is always set to stay on. If supports are also slow and stays so low and fails to grow, you never know, the show may turn into an easy bingo. Once clicked off across the board with charge to what because his code can be ignored, just how much DSP makes us feel so bored. To help us fight our sleep and try to keep alert to watch a creep who play bingo, but Phil will bitch and why his sheep are also cheap. While DSP is chasing green, we're seeing green across the screen as Phil's routine predictability rivals our slow machine. He's snorting, burping, leaning, ban. It matters not if battery fun, his shadows can't see if flowers make him feel less of a man. Takes a drink and starts his like before launching into a big pretending there for bills when truth is there to buy a wrestling JPEG. Talks about his shitty life of call his cat and fatty wife and all his strife while forgetting that it's unwell and they were rife. With drama he will react but isn't act, that is a fact as he rehearsed to be exact in how he felt he was attacked. Teaches nearly over and awareness in sight with what to white despite Phil to light that tips were not light. We'll say alright it is okay and now it's time for Phil to play, but first he'll say that tips will help from being off the other day. And with those words we win again, it's never if but always when the game is won. Thanks to that we made it to the very end. Hey guys, King Jad here, and welcome back to DSP Bingo for what is today, Sunday 5th of May 2024. May the 5th be with you. Doesn't quite fucking work that way, does it? But anyway, I am joined today by a very special guest, and that special guest is, well, he's Barrett Wells, otherwise known as like Spotty. Means it's like, what would you rather be called? Spotty or Barrett Wells, or what's your preferred title?
Either one. Spotty's just as easy. Like, it really doesn't matter to me. Anyway, I'm a man of many hats.
Yeah, you're a very talented person as well, to be fair. I mean, because of all the animation stuff you do, you know what I mean? Not only that, of course, we can't talk about, you know, all the animation stuff and done and all the artwork we've done. We must, first of all, of course, address this incredible creation that you have made to illustrate just a small number of the detractor community. And some of the metrics in this is very impressive. You've got 11,000 impressions already, 200 likes, and quite a good few retweets as well, and quite a lot of people talking about it and everything else. How long did this take you, first of all, to create? It's been like a few weeks at least, isn't it?
Well, it's probably been about a week, but I mean, there was a lot of time put into this. Like, there was a couple days where it was like 8 straight hours of drawing it. So.
What the hell, man. That's what I'm saying, it's like a fun thing where it's like, even I'm like discovering, some people are like, oh, where's so-and-so, where's so-and-so. Guys, you have to understand how fucking ridiculously large the detractor community has grown in the space of not even a decade. Literally within the last 5-6 odd years. The SOK were one of the, you know, so when the SOK were around, they were like the prominent fucking focal point, and there was other detractors, of course, like Tevin and Snort Burnell and all that jazz, you know what I mean? But really, for the most part, it was primarily just like a lot of it was SOK stuff, you know what I mean? And ever since they fucking gone by the wayside, the popularity of just fucking dissecting DSP stuff has just grown exponentially. So of course it's impossible to track them all.
Yeah, like, as many people have said, like, we're in the golden age of detractor years because it's just so open to everybody at this point, and so many people have things to offer now. Like, as you get the King of the Ring with the people doing music, like, yeah. I started working on this during that, I think. No, coming up with the concept. Oh no, I started doing the May 1st video during King of the Ring.
Yeah, with the D-Dog as well. Yeah, he was telling me about that. Yeah, May the Burst be with you. Yeah, he was definitely hyping you up in the efforts you made about that video. I love as well. It's not just current. It's not just current day detractors as well. Look at El Crimson King, right at the front there. You know, I mean, gone but not forgotten. You know.
But, yeah, and so Puppet Phil.
Of course, yeah, the fucking Puppet Phil right here and then here. We're not thinking about, I mean, I'm not to try and fucking make you sound like a bit of a narcissist here, but do you not think about putting yourself in here if you're not already? Because you are quite the, you kind of stand out as a detractor yourself with all the kind of Ghostbusters kind of stuff you do. Like, you don't, you know, not only do you fucking like the thing, you actually go out and entertain people and visit, like, you know, local like local communities and all that stuff in the Ghostbusters
Yeah.
gear. That's a kind of cool thing to do.
I mean, yeah, I've done like I helped out with like blood drives and stuff like that. And I mean, like the group that I do it with, that's just it's pretty small potatoes in the grand picture of things. There are people like in Calgary, Alberta, who are doing like raising tens of thousands of dollars every year for like charity and stuff.
Well, I mean, I don't think it'd be too far fetched to just include yourself in such a bit of artwork. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be conceited in my opinion. You know what I mean? It'd be well worth an addition to your own work of art as one of these detractors on here, because there's so many. And as you said, there's scope to be having more added to it as well.
Well, I got talking to a couple people on Twitter yesterday, and I think this is just going to be a phase one. I'm going to expand the piece out like double to the right of alt there in the front, and I'm just going to add like another 40 or 50 more if I can, kind of thing. So, and I want to sprinkle in some Easter eggs like, you know, the second notary and the hot Latina and stuff like that.
Sick guy. As I said, people are going to have a fun time trying to guess every single detractor on here already. You know, I mean, you know, you can guess a good few of them, but there's a couple you might no guess. You know, which is quite impressive indeed. But but yeah,
I was pretty impressed with my secret limited. Like I was just like, oh yeah,
right
just a morph suit with a bunch of question marks on it.
Badge limited. A lot of people, a lot of people are appreciating the poem Suture reference on the phone.
That's actually Darksea DePhil's favorite, he said.
Yeah.
And I mean, that was basically me just taking a look at the guy's profile picture, but I was like, there's no better way to portray it. Like,
what's your favorite creation then on here? Is it the secret one, or
I gotta say, like, I laughed my ass off when I came up with Steve riding on the back of Broside Phil, like, and wielding the cane. Like, I laughed like kind of myself stupid over that at the initial concept.
It's a good wombo combo you got going on right there, and Super Chuffer looking on improvingly as well. Super Chuffer, of course, and quite pally with Steve, you know what I mean? So he approves greatly.
Well, I want to give a huge shout out to Darksea DePhil for like a lot of these concepts, but also I'm gonna forget the name here. I better look it up, but I think it's like Black Steel Raven. They actually came up with the Broside Phil, the Cult of Hate designs, and they're an amazing artist. They've done like WWE cards for some detractors. You should check them out. I'll post their actual handle when I find it in chat.
Yeah, of course you done well with me, you know, because you don't know, you have no idea what I look like, to be honest. So you kind of worked with what you had, and it's not too bad. I will say it's not far off. I'm no ginger, but aside from that, accurate.
I remember you showed up on somebody's stream, and I can't remember who it was now because it seems like a year and a half ago. But yeah, you definitely they put up some like generic Scottish dude in a kilt as an avatar for you, and it just burned itself into my brain. So
I don't know. I mean, I haven't done a whole lot of like. I don't go on other people's streams a whole lot. You know what I mean? To be honest, that's something I'm kind of. I've done. I'll say Broside Phil recently with This Is How You Don't Play thing. Who else could it have been? Maybe it was a bloody Decepticon. I've been on his stuff before.
Yeah, that could have been it.
It may have been him. I can't even mind. Apparently, I look like Macadder, apparently, as a fucking Blackadder Season 1 reference right there. I look like Macadder. Oh, bloody hell. And apparently D-Dog thinks I look like an otter. So, I don't know if that's better or worse. We have a prominent otter right here, thank you very much. Right at the back.
Yeah, I know some people were saying that you needed like an otter around your shoulders, but yeah, just a stone throw away, there's Mecha Otterly, so yeah.
There you go, fantastic. Phil's going live apart. I didn't realise that Phil would be going live so soon, although then again, we've been waxing lyrical on this amazing work of art. Just fucking highlighting all the cool little Easter eggs as well and all that jazz, and just there's too many good things about it already. And as you said, there's room for expansion, you know what I mean? The universe can keep growing because there's a whole other side of this. You can just give yourself a bigger canvas and add some more mentally ill people to it. So
yeah, exactly.
Biggest of ups again to yourself for that.
Somebody also said that they wanted to make it into like a jigsaw puzzle, and I love that idea, and I might actually look into it.
Jesus, so that'd be kind of fucking cool. I think, you know, like It'd be an interesting thing to have, some sort of big massive thing where it's like 100 plus detractors on it, and it's a big jigsaw puzzle. That would be quite interesting and robust, in my opinion.
I really love the idea.
It does sound pretty cool. So I was going to say, so Phil's gone live apparently, he's having a short intro, whatever, and whatever, fucking, we'll put him on pause and we'll build up some speed up just for that jazz, because there's a couple of things I want to go over first. First of all, Phil had this to say about the slow stream he had of Fallout 4.
All right, everyone, it's time to do another stretch and another hour, basically, of the game. Now, guys, here's the deal. I think you know what I'm going to say, right? I really like this game. I'm enjoying playing it this time. Up to now, this playthrough has had great support. And I would say engagement is good. You guys are here. You're active viewers. But we haven't had a contribution in about 2 hours. As you know, I try to hit the tier 1 tips goal every stream I do. We got 16 bucks out of 50. All right. Please, if you like Fallout, please support it. I want to keep this in the streams as a daytime stream. It has done well up to today. I don't know why today, particularly, things are much slower. We did get some gifted memberships earlier. That helps. But tips, I don't know what to say. So please support the stream if you like it and you want to keep it in the daytime rotations. We basically had this as a main stream planned until the 21st of the month when new games start coming out. And obviously I would like to do that. If it dies out of nowhere with no support, then I'm going to have to probably make it night streams, which I actually don't want to do.
So money, essentially, primarily. He's flat out admitting here, because the attendance was good. He had 400 odd people still there in the stream for a day stream watching him play Fallout. And the views on demand as well aren't terrible for him, you know what I mean? Not fucking great. But it's just the same old kind of, you know, 300 odd, 400 odd people watching the fucking shit, you know? It's not the worst.
Successful.
Yeah, but primarily he is just flat out saying here, money. I want money.
I like having it as a day stream, but it has to be something that's going to work. Okay? Fair enough. So I hope you understand that, and thank you for that, okay? And, all right. Let me stand up. Oh.
Naturally, this is unrecorded, by the way. And I had to just show off a gunt. This is peak male form right here.
Just walk a little bit.
Just walk a little bit. He just pasted in his office. There's such a weird fucking segment he has in the streams. When he stands up to fucking stretch on camera and then just like fucking walk back and forth in the fucking little tiny room to stretch his fucking legs. In case you're wondering, Fallout 4 ended up getting actually it's not that one, actually, hold on. Let me check out Gamerface Gaming's tweets here to get a final figure. $22.
I sent you something in the I sent you something in the chat, Jad. I think it's kind of pertinent.
Oh my god. Oh, that's too zoomed in. Let me just zoom out. There we go. Phil Burnell holding Fallout 4 hostage. Gun to Fallout 4 said.
After Baldur's Gate 3 and Street Fighter 6, I just keep pasting them on top.
Yeah, just keep on coming. Keep them coming thick and fast. Oh, fuck me, man. But yeah, it's not looking good for Fallout, I must say. He mentioned it several times on, well, he mentioned it several times as well in the Daily Chat, but he also mentioned it a lot during his Star Wars playthrough. Memology made a compilation. Yeah. DSP claims the hype for his Fallout 4 playthrough is gone and his wide viewers won't support it. I was thinking of watching this, but I think we can all understand what Phil's going to say. We'll watch a little bit of it, but Phil's just going to bitch and whine about how people are not giving him money for it. And he needs that money, he really does, to pay his bills and all that shit. We'll watch a little bit of this now, we'll begin the bingo thing, you know what I mean? But we'll get the general vibe of what Phil's concerns were relating to Fallout 4.
Bad boys, what you gonna do when I come for you? Nobody must be no brigade. Policeman, they get no break. Up, soldier man again, no break.
This wasn't part
He's
of,
legitimately funny sometimes.
Yeah.
Like that's pretty good. But then he'll just drive it into the ground.
That was years ago, DSP, by the way. That was a clip from Phil years ago. This is Memology's intro, so that wasn't anything recent. Phil hasn't been that funny in a long time.
Bad boys, what you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you?
Anyway, it is what it is. Also, just so you guys know, I'm not sure what happened today with the Fallout stream, but I think that perhaps the honeymoon period is over when it comes to Fallout 4. And what I mean by that is, I played it now for just under 2 weeks, and the hype was big when I started playing it because, number one, the Fallout TV show was fresh in everyone's heads, and number two, that big update hit. But now I've been playing this, and I've really been enjoying it. By the way, I'm having a great time with the game, this melee idiot savant build. But today I noticed, basically, a lot of people in chat were disengaged and not really talking about the game. That's actually genuinely good. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? I need feedback. Stop talking about stupid fucking Kanye West bullshit. And let's talk about the game. Because I'm going to be pissed off if you start derailing the stream with bullshit. No one cares about fucking Kanye West. And support was really, really bad on that stream. And I was like, whoa.
Like, whoa.
Very exciting game, guys. We're very excited tonight. Look at all this interactivity we got. No one talking to me at all. So anyway, Spawn Killer, you're the top tipper, $3.50. Let me get you on the leaderboard. Yes, I should call out, guys. This game costs a full $60.
Oh my god, I forgot Phil done that. This is like an old Phil clip, and also here, not, one of the fucking Memology's transition clips. But yeah, the fucking desperation. Did you realise, by the way, that after his podcast on Friday, he typed the word tip, ! Tip into his chat?
I saw Poem's Future point that out. Yeah.
It's just one of those things, like, how fucking desperate can you fucking be? Like, I didn't bring it up at all, didn't mention it. The podcast.
But Jad, he was just testing it. He wanted to make sure it was working.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm kind of curious. I want to see if we can find it very quickly. I mean, let's go to Raw Phil. Not for fucking. Actually, will the live stream still be available? He deletes them, doesn't he? You wee bastard. He deletes them after like a fucking day or so. I don't think.
Yeah, I think that that happened during the last like Superhound round of copyright threats and shit like that.
Understandable. I was going to try and fucking find it, but he nuked the bastard. I'm like, you wee bugger. It doesn't matter. Bottom line is, Phil was desperate, and even after this podcast on, he sneakily typed in ! Tip to try and encourage contributions, in case his audience somehow fucking forgot how to tip him.
I'm not kidding. You may not believe it, but it doesn't make it less true that I spent $60 on this game. I'm just saying. Boy. It was actually the...
What the oh shit. There we go. I forgot I moved that over.
What's up?
Thank you very much to Warren for the super chat, who says Ramon Sanchez found the perfect real world job for the Roach collections agent. There you fucking go. Thank you very much, Warren, for the super chat. And fuck me, man. Phil would probably make a good bankruptcy kind of, person. Who else is better to fucking sniff out every last fucking dollar someone has? They feel they're owed to whatever.
Oh my dog! What's up?
Jesus Christ. Thank you very much to Mokiness for the super chat, who says, ! Tip. Oh wait, wrong window, just testing. Ironically, I think I do actually have a Nightbot or a bot command for that. But it's just so... I mean, I think I actually do. I don't know if I set it up or if it was something that was like automatic or some pish. I have a feeling if you actually do type that, I think something does pop up. So yeah, I guess I'm just as bad as DSP. At least I'm not typing in my own chat to try and encourage people to fucking tip though. Yeah, there you go. Moki just tested it and it's there. No, but I'm not the one typing that though. No one has to fucking follow that lead. You know what I mean? As you guys know, I prefer super chats over tips anyway, because it's just obviously tips. I'm paranoid with fucking tips, especially if it's fucking big ones I don't recognise. I don't know how Phil can sit there and receive an anonymous $100 tips from people and not think to himself, "This isn't suspicious."
I mean, it just happened yesterday, didn't it? Again, like he was
And playing
going
his
on
game.
about like all these anonymous tips and that got charged back, and then he was just raking them in from anonymous again last night. Like,
Yeah, to me personally, if it was me in that situation, I would do one of two things. I would either refund the fucking thing out of just fucking fear, or I would like wait. Isn't there a grace period where if you don't touch that money and let it sit there for like 6 months, then they can't charge it back? Like the charge back period is expired or some pish. You just let it sit there in the PayPal account. I don't know, but
Bill's not letting money sit there that
yeah, I
long.
know exactly. And personally, as I'm saying, so I've always, it's happened to me one time, as I said ever, where somebody gave me a big amount of like money and tips. It was like 80 odd pounds or something, which is about $100 or
Jeez.
something. But I had no idea who the person was. I'd never seen him before, and I didn't trust the source. Plus, at the same time, Phil was getting suspicious contributions with people using my name. So it felt like an op source, you know. So I was like, fuck this. I was going to refund it and block the person from sending anything again. I'm fucking terrified. Meth Bear says, being a bankruptcy attorney requires adherence to rules of professional conduct that include honesty, diligence, and fiduciary duties. Phil wouldn't last a day. I'm not saying Phil should be a bankruptcy attorney. I'm saying he should be some sort of fucking well, he worked at Wells Fargo, and they fucking apparently were fucking sneaky with trying to chase people up for money. Yeah, no, I'm not saying Phil should be a bankruptcy attorney. He should be one of those fucking, you know, loan, you know, one of those fucking leeches that fucking chase up fucking destitute families for fucking loans or whatever. You know, like one of those kind of fucking shady individuals that fucking turn up your doorstep and fucking ask you where's the fucking money, and they'll fucking take shit off you. Aye, debt collector or something, something like that. Me, man, but
I mean, I think he should just be like the starring role in a PSA video or something, you know? It's
of what not to
like,
be. He's a good example.
oh, for sure.
Anyway, let's watch the rest of this. So keep in mind, this is him playing Star Wars. He's preparing his audience to fucking play Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection, and he's starting off the night stream by bitching and whining and moaning about the day stream, even though by his own logic and his own words, there's two entirely different audiences for that. Why would the night audience care about the day audience? You know, Phil has told us time and time again, there's different audiences for different games. So why would the night audience give a shit about what the day audience did or didn't do during that stream? But there you go, Phil has to fucking tell the night audience, I don't know what happened, I'm worried, I want money.
The opposite every other Fallout 4 stream up until today. I don't know what happened. I mean, the streams that I did yesterday of Another Crab's Treasure and Street Fighter did way better, and I was like, oh, I wonder if there's a reason. Maybe people are just tired of it now. You know, it is a 9-year-old game, and I'm not doing anything new. It's just only my second run in it, so I'm enjoying it, you know. But maybe the gimmick has already worn out. I don't know. You know, the thing is, I'm liking it. I kind of want to keep it in the rotation regardless. But if it happens like again like that, maybe I'll have to make it a night stream, and then I'll have to figure out a different game to play during the daytime. We'll have to see.
See, there's some people that fucking play this game. Like, I watched a video that was made recently by Nerbit in Fallout 4, and he asked, can you complete Fallout 4 with a rolling pin as a weapon? Like, they fucking made a character to be like a certain person. I can't remember exactly who it was, you know what I mean? It was like some character from like Courage the Cowardly Dog or something, or Muriel. I think the character's called Muriel, or something from a cartoon, who apparently has a rolling pin or something. But yeah, the idea for the fucking video was, can you complete the game by only using a rolling pin as your weapon? And it's, it's a fun approach to a fucking playthrough.
Oh, but that could be misconstrued as a bounty. It's not a challenge, it's a bounty.
Oh, fuck, man. And as a thing as well, Nerbit edits his fucking videos, you know, so they're quite digestible. You know, like a 20 to 40 odd minutes long, you know what I mean? And he cuts out the board and shit. He can't Phil couldn't do that. All his content's meaningful, apparently. Every single fucking mundane thing.
You get the OBS pauses. That's your editing. So unless you're one of his editors, like AI upscaling, etc., and all that, then you're just the editor. Like you don't even get like your name shouted out. So it's weird. I would never work for no credit. Like, and that's coming from that's coming from a professional artist, like Arkham Edits or whatever that kid's name was. And I'm pretty sure he was a kid, right? He was like 15.
I think he was like, he was in education anyway, put it that way. Like, he still had his studies to fucking focus on.
Oh, okay.
So I'm not
Yeah,
sure
and
how
like,
old they were.
thank God he got away. He would have just been worn down and emptied out as a person, like by the time he actually got out of school.
Like, editing takes time. Editing takes
Oh, yeah.
efforts, you know what I mean? It's not an easy thing to fucking do, to try and, you know, and fucking make a good, watchable video, especially when the raw content has so much hours and hours and hours of footage in it. It
Oh,
takes time to
absolutely.
go
Like,
through
even my Survivor Dude animation that I did like last year or whatever, like I'm not really an editor. So yeah, I don't get like that timing. I don't always have that timing to know when to like cut to move to the next thing, but I mean, there are people like Ludwig who are just master editors.
Yeah, as I used to do editing all the time. I don't have done it for a long time properly. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man.
But
If you don't use it, you'll lose it. So
Yeah. But yeah, timing is a big thing as well, especially if you're, you know, if you're making like montages or some pish whatever and it's going to along to music, try to fucking time the
Oh, hell
fucking,
yeah.
like, clips and like beats and everything else just so it pops off. There's all sorts of fucking weird daft things to, you know what I mean? But it's just, but I'm saying it's different kinds of editing as well. So that's the things like fucking montages, but even things like what Mimology does, you know what I mean? He picks the right fucking little clip to insert in between Phil saying something dumb by finding some thing to, you know, it refers to the thing that Phil just said or done from yesterday.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And
exactly.
that's not an easy thing to do either, because it has to be relevant and it has to make the audience laugh, which he usually does quite a
Yeah.
lot.
Exactly. And then you get like dick stroking Phil vlogs and like the way they can edit him
Yeah.
together to say things. It's just masterful work.
It's just
Like
crazy,
chef's
yeah.
kiss.
To just relax. And tonight, if you are enjoying yourself, if you like this channel and its content, please support it. Having a really slow stream earlier today really sucked. So I'm hoping to at least have, you know, a little bit of a boost tonight, depending on how the night goes. Already, Maximum Turbo has gifted a membership and went to Get a Fix. Congrats, Get a Fix. On that, be sure to thank Maximum Turbo. Maximum Turbo, thank you for supporting the channel tonight. Appreciate that. Am I going to play the Paper Mario remake? I have no idea. I want to, but all Japanese-style RPGs I tried to play so far this year have failed. So I don't know if I should try another one.
Blame Japan. Goddamn Japanese. Ruining Phil's channel. This is a revenge for fucking, I don't know, 1945.
It always goes back to
shall we
that.
shall we boot up and try to get started here for tonight? Have some silly fun. And again, guys, I'll just say, if you enjoy relaxing with me and having a silly time here, please support the stream tonight.
I love this is all before he started recording for gameplay. Like, he's not even recording for gameplay yet, and multiple times he's dropped a hint. Guys, if you want to support me, you know, if you like the content, you like my channel, if you like me as a person, give me money.
For some odd reason,
On you, sorry.
I wonder if he's still tracking these like he said he was. I think he's got a little piece of paper in front of him and he puts a little tick mark for this was a heavy bag, this was a medium bag. Like,
Oh fuck knows, man. It's like I do miss the fucking, and you know, during streams, like in-stream beg tweets. You know, like he's halfway through a fucking stream and he sends a tweet.
I think those are coming back this year. If I had to put money on it, I think they're coming back. Like, it might be like fall or something.
People made fun of him for it when it got to him, because his own chat would fucking say send a tweet and fucking they would make fun of him for it.
Yeah, but Moist Critical like a year and a half ago also put him down pretty hard, saying that his jerk off moment was the best thing he ever did, and he's back to begging on stream. Like, he lasted like 3 months where he was like, you could see he was about ready to burst, but then well, not that way. But
Oh bloody hell.
anyway,
earlier today, the Fallout stream did not have very good support at all. And it was weird because every single Fallout stream I've done before then did really well. So out of nowhere, having that decline is odd. So it would be nice to have a better stream tonight to help with that. Cheering's messed up. Again, if you guys want to support, please. If you guys want to support, please tip me right now. I need the tips now anyway, very badly right now, this time of year. This time of month, actually. So please, if you want to be supported, please tip me, okay? Thank you. And that sucks. I died. Wow, it's abysmally hard to control. I can't aim. My thumbstick is so oversensitive.
Look who's fucking talking, Mr. fucking overly sensitive. My thumbstick's overly fucking sensitive. Oh, someone has said something mean in the chat. Banned. Someone in the chat talking about sports. Banned. Oh, fuck me. So now it's the controller's fault. The controller is overly sensitive. isn't there usually configuration settings for your gameplay so you can adjust the sensitivity levels? Isn't that a thing in these games? Like Call of Duty has that, doesn't it? Where you can control.
Oh
how
yeah,
sensitive the
your
controls are.
X and your Y, your X and your Y axis
Yeah.
sensitivity.
And I assume these games have that as well.
My thumb
Oh, I
stick is
would
so
assume so.
oversensitive, I can't get a beat on a single enemy. Look at this. I seriously cannot aim and shoot at one person. This is awful. Wow, I can't. The game is so bad. It's like almost impossible to play. Amazing gameplay. This is complete trash. Oh, take a look at my sensitivity. Let's take a look. I'll try that. Maybe this will make it a little better. Because, dude, that was like impossible to aim. It was like flying all over the screen. I'm Boba, the Fett. Put Han Solo in carbonite to finance my jet.
Shut the fuck
Terrible aim.
up!
That was just still
I was
hard.
about to
still
say,
can't
who
aim for
fucking
shit.
cares?
Whoop! Ah! Ah! Ah!
So this is basically what his Star Wars streams are like. He plays poorly, he goes all clown mode, and apparently a bunch of anonymous people give him tons of money because they like it when Phil goes full clown mode during this fucking shit game.
I wouldn't be surprised if he had seen the notification for the tip come in at this point.
Probably.
Like he turned on the clown mode because it's been there for 5 minutes and this is the opportunity he took.
Very, very likely, yeah.
Theo theory.
I'm Boba, the Fett. Oh my god!
Thank you very much to Grease Monkey for the super chat, who says, sorry to no reason to apologise, but I say, sorry to interrupt the stream, but I've just moved into a new place and feeling out of place at the moment, but your streams keep me sane. Thank you, King of the Detractor Base. First of all, it's perfectly reasonable to fucking feel out of place after you fucking move. I felt that way when I fucking moved. Like, I lived most of my life in one place. I was at home with my parents, you know what I mean, for a lot of my life, and then, like, you know, how many years ago now? Like, you know, it feels like 7 odd years ago. Yeah, and I moved, and it was the first time I'd ever experienced moving, and it completely does discombobulate you. About it, I'm sure. You've also got similar things where it's like you moved.
Oh, I lived at home on in a small little town in the middle of Canada, and then I moved to the other side of Canada after 21 years on a farm basically, and then took my animation and stuff like that. And I mean, I've built a life out here on the coast for myself, like with my career and everything like that. And I just moved into a new place with my girlfriend about 1.5 years ago, and actually we're about 2 months away from our first child. So
holy shit, yeah, that's fantastic.
yeah,
That's what I'm saying.
meaningful, and meaningful content going on when I operate this household,
Yeah.
and I get to pass on my legacy a little bit.
That's fucking cool, man. That's what I'm saying. It's like these kind of big, like, obviously, they are big, massive, life-changing events, and they will fucking completely discombobulate you, as I said. I like that word, discombobulate. It's a pretty good fucking word when you're fucking feeling out of place, not a source, or whatever, you know what I mean? But aye, Grease Monkey, like, you no need to apologise for interrupting the stream or whatever. Congratulations on the move, you know what I mean? Take your time. It will take you time to get used to the new place, and I don't know if it's a new town you're in or a new city or whatever, but if it is, it'll take you a while to adjust to that as well. But you've moved to a new home, and make it your own. Get to know your area.
100%.
You get to know your neighbours, get to know your area, get to know the local facilities or whatever, you know what I mean? Before long, it will start feeling like home. I mean, that's goes without saying, you know what I mean?
And I
But
mean,
yeah.
well, and my girlfriend, she's born and raised here kind of thing, so she knows all the ins and outs, but I'm the transplant. I just kind of popped in, and I've been living, half a decade in this city, half a decade in that.
I can kind of relate to that for sure, you know what I mean? Like the area I'm in now, my fiance, this is her town essentially, so yeah, I'm still, I'm the tourist and I'm learning from her, what the things are, so I'm still getting,
100%, but it's great. That means there's still a little adventure left in the area and stuff like that, so
exactly.
It's good.
There's more things to learn actually, you know what I mean? So there we go.
100%.
So yeah, Grease Monkey, I mean, also, it's a big thing for obviously to move or whatever, but it's a good thing as well, you know what I mean? So I'm sure things will settle down quickly for you. Wee bit of time, you know what I mean? But aye, it's a big thing. It's just something to look forward to, you know what I mean? It's the start of something. It's the start of something pretty big can happen, you know what I mean? But there you go. Well done, Grease Monkey, and a successful move. And thanks, Phil, for those thoughts on the matter as well. It's getting nice of Phil to input his own thoughts on the situation. I'm glad I fucking asked
Just
that.
Just a monkey clanging cymbals.
Oh, fuck me, man.
How is that guy getting completely loaded with blaster shots? He's fine. But then I just get randomly killed by a rocket. It's like, come on. Is this guy hacking? We're all shooting this guy and he's not dying?
He's only had one tip
Hacking.
so far. He's only had one tip so far on the stream, although it was one big
He's got a
$50 tip.
fucking excuse for everything.
This guy hacking. Fuck me, man. I'm surprised it Phil's okay if only one tip so far on the stream, and it's from an anonymous source. Doesn't Phil usually complain how there's not many tips at all? Like one anonymous tip.
Yeah,
completely
the
trumped
$20 ones were extremely generous, quote unquote,
Fucking hell, man.
during the cat co-op.
Seriously?
stream.
Domination, baby.
Nay,
Jordan,
thanks
what's
to
going
you.
on? So how was today? The earlier stream, I had a ton of fun and we had good progress in Fallout 4, but for some odd reason, I think that the hype behind Fallout is starting to die, just to be honest. I think that the TV show is now about a month old or several weeks old. People are kind of forgetting about it, and the hype behind Fallout, slurp it up like fucking noodles, like hype. Oh, ooh, I gotta eat it. Gotta eat it. Eat the hype. Oh,
Questionable hand gestures there from old
Yeah,
Phil.
that was coming pretty naturally to him, I think.
That was like, go see that one more time.
hype.
Yeah.
That's his factory, like, reset setting right there.
Yeah. Jesus.
Just goes right back to that.
Fuck me, man. That's a bit alarming seeing Phil do that. To me, that seems like a very natural, like, daydream. You know, I wonder who he's thinking of, Hulk Hogan or John Rambo in that situation.
Oh, ooh, I gotta eat it. Gotta eat it. Eat the hype. Oh, like we had a good, decent viewing crowd, but people weren't as engaged in talking about the game as much, and the support was actually quite bad on that stream for some reason. All right, it's time to stretch. Thank you guys for chilling and thank you for supporting. Remember, if you like my content and you like hanging out,
We don't. Anyway, I'm fucking done with that
Oh my
shit.
god. Was that the Superman curl? Did he have kind of a Superman curl there?
I don't know, but I fucked off from it. It's all gone.
Oh yeah, that's fine. We're falling behind here.
Exactly. We've built up plentiful speed up juice. It's like it's kind of a cool thing as well. Normally I wouldn't be able to do a guest on a Sunday, by the way, but I don't have work tomorrow. You know, a nice little change of pace there. You know, no work for me
nice.
tomorrow. It's a bank holiday weekend here. So yeah, I don't have to worry about work, so which means I can have a Sunday guest. And it's me dragging
Nice.
your ass on here out of the blue and saying, hey, be a guest. I need something from you, Barrett. I need something very important. I need a number.
Number?
Yeah.
Oh.
Give me your bank account details. Oh, I'm gonna give it a random number.
Let's go. Oh god.
Any number at all on the
Let's just
fucking
go-
planet.
2002.
There we
2002, the year I graduated high school. There we go.
Look at that flex right there. Some people in the chat
Ooh.
have it. Some people in the chat have it. You
Getting
haven't
old.
graduated high school yet. And here's you flexing about you done it ages ago. Right, so here is today's
Yeah.
bingo card as picked by our special guest, Barrett Wells. We have Phil to say, okay, million, interesting number. Him to stand up, him to say nonsense, and him to say something style. The second row is Phil saying behind the scenes, hilarious, him laughing, him getting at least $30+ in tips, that might be a tough one without 1 minute man, and him saying sound good. The third row is Phil saying, you know what I mean? Help. Him snorting. Him using hateful slurs. And him saying FYI. The fourth row is Phil saying, so anyway, that being said, shout out that being said. Him gonna get old turbo nose. Him saying schedule. And him saying percent. And the fifth and final row is Phil's chair creaking. Him saying members. Comment. Him slapping the leg. And finally him saying react. So, very strong card indeed. You confident?
That's the $30 tip one does have me a bit worried, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. That's the only one. that
OIC
concerns
seems
me.
to be off their meds, so anything can happen.
Yeah, that's the only one that concerns me, to be honest. Yeah. So cool stuff in
Maybe
yeah.
FYI. That might be a tricky one too. But
He likes to say that a lot though. Oh, it depends on the fucking.
yeah,
well,
it happens.
So anyway, guys, that is the bingo card for today, which is all very well and good. So of course, the aim of the game, as you guys all know by now, is to try and get a full house in this bingo card. We'll try and get 25 out of 25 on this bingo card. If we manage to do that, we're going to add $25 to the bingo prize fund, which is currently sitting at a grand total of $0 fucking dollars. Although to be fair, it's only started a month. You know, this is only the third bingo so far of the month. So we've got plenty more streams between now and then to try and add to the bingo prize fund. At the very end of the month, half of that prize fund will go to a lucky winner in the marbles, and half of it will go to charity. So there we go. If you want to have a chance of winning some bingo prize fund money, make sure that you left a comment on the community post, which is linked in the description of this live stream. If you haven't done it yet, do it for the end of the month. And yes, the community post is still the same one as it has been for the last 2 months. So if you already had that comment made, don't date again. You don't need to fucking date twice. Your name's right fucking there. And it has been for the last couple of months, so fucking calm your fucking ham out of that. The amount of fucking dafties that fucking keep posting new comments and they're fucking on their fucking list already. That's fucking it drives me nuts. But there you fucking go. There's a variety of ways for us to get free spaces for the bingo card you see for you. For example, if Phil snorts or burps 10 times before he starts his shitey react content and recording for it, that gives us a free space. If Phil says 5 times, that gives us a free space as well, because why the fuck not? And if we get 100 likes on this bingo stream before I finish playing bingo, not only does that give us a free space as well, but you guys also get to enjoy the Buzz animation made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations to celebrate the 100 likes. So there you go, you guys are in direct control of one way we can get a free space. The rest are controlled by Phil and his bizarre bodily functions, or him just saying what a whole bunch of fucking times. I think I've covered all the bases.
I really do love the addition of Boss.
Yeah,
that was a great one.
I mean, it's too fucking funny not to include it. You know, I mean, I love how I press the button and I don't know which version will come out, the normal speed version or the slow version. What? That's the normal version. What? And there's a slow version. There you go. Just press it twice and same button, and there you fucking go. Anyway, that's the stream. Anyway, anything you want to say before we start off bingo? Anything you want to cover?
No, just good seeing everybody here today, and let's get this bingo. Get some money for Jasper's Angels.
Cool stuff indeed. Okay, I'll say before we go into battle, I'm going to have to press the Scottish soundboard button, the random Scottish soundboard button, to send us off into battle. And let's see what it's coming up with today.
Shut the fuck up, you cunt!
I guess on that note, let time go. Here we go.
Good morning, everyone. On today's show, YouTube has a new really weird bug affecting channels that may make it almost impossible for you to find them unless you know where they are. So let's talk a little bit about that and how it affects stuff around here. In addition,
Phil, it doesn't affect you one fucking bit. You know, it's still going to fucking blame YouTube for him not getting any views or some push now. Fuck me.
It's funny how, like, just last week around this time, he was hitting the algorithm and all that kind of stuff, but now all of a sudden he's just lost to the black void again. Sorry, urban void.
Fallout's dead. The fucking, you know, what else is it? You know, I mean, the YouTube's dead. His channel's dead. Fuck me,
I
man.
hate how much I know about this person. Like, it just through osmosis. I can't believe I know as much about this person as I do.
Dude, you're preaching to the fucking choir. I can make an entire bingo game with that motherfucker. You're literally preaching to the fucking choir here.
Oh god, I know. I've only been in the Snortex for like 5 years, and it feels like a fucking lifetime.
Oh god, it's enough to age you a fucking decade, isn't it? It's crazy.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, let's get on with the bingo. I went and paused it because I thought Addition was on the card, but it wasn't. That's my bad. I paused it looking for it, and I can't find the bastard thing.
the Helldivers 2 situation continues to spiral out of control, now with a whole new wrinkle to the plot, and we're going to talk all about it. So, all this and more on today's episode of the Level 1 Podcast.
Well, a pishy podcast to look forward to. Let's just fast forward past a shitey intro, and here we go. Nothing to tick off so far on the board, but hopefully Phil will provide us a whole bunch of things to mark off, and we can get the full house today.
Who fucking cares?
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the show. I'm DSP, and this is the Level 1 Podcast for Sunday, the 5th of May, 2024, also known as Cinco de Mayo. Now, if you celebrate Cinco de Mayo, happy Cinco de Mayo. Personally, I don't celebrate Cinco de Mayo, so it's nothing special for me today. No, I'm not eating anything special for it. No, there's no special content or anything around it. Although, there may actually be a video today queued up for our React show over on DSP React, that may actually be related to it, so we'll see. But for me, it is a normal day of reacting because it's Sunday, and Sunday is React Day for me, meaning I have a podcast here on DSP Gaming, but then we head over to DSP Reacts for my weekly clips show, DSP versus the Internet. And then, of course, tonight on the late stream, we head over to the Throwback channel, where I'm going to be doing the next to last retro react stream to The Walking Dead Season 1. So we've got fun stuff going on all over the place, reacting. And then tomorrow, we'll return back to regularly scheduled gameplay. Before we get to that, obviously, we have some interesting topics to discuss on today's show. What I'd like to do is recap yesterday. Particularly, I want to talk about Fallout 4 and its future, because yesterday I saw distinct differences between the previous streams that I'd done of Fallout 4, and we're only, what, like 11 hours into the game, something like that? And the thing is, I'm having a lot of fun with
hilarious.
Fallout 4.
For God's sake.
It's hilarious. Say hilarious.
I know. It's just one of those things, like, this is... The only thing that's missing is money. Like, the on-demand views are normal for him. The attendance is decent.
Shit. I mean, how long did he walk around like Oblivion? And like, how long did he play Morrowind? Like 6 months or something like that? And he's bitching about like Fallout 4 that came out like so much longer.
You know, you want to know why
crazy.
those? You want to know why that was okay and not Fallout 4? Those games where he did nothing and just spent so much time doing fuck all, those are night streams.
I guess, yeah.
He needs Fallout to be a success because it's a day stream, and that's primarily where he gets most of his money from, usually. So the fact that
I'm kind of with all that. He needs to bring back like a fishing game. Those are like unironically funny at times, and then you get the dunce lures on top of it too. That's because he's been talking about the fishing hat lately. Like, why take the lures out of the hat when you can just play a fishing game instead? Like, just lean into it.
Well, yeah, but he's not going to spend $60 on a fishing game. No, it has to be a free game on Game Pass for him to fucking fleece money out of deadheads.
Why doesn't he find an indie title, like during his indie marathon?
Because he's a lazy son of a bitch.
Well, we know this, yeah.
But it appears that perhaps the viewership is now... Oh, we're up to 14 parts, actually, now that I'm taking a look. And I want to talk about that. I want to talk about how we should cover it. I want to be transparent with all of you about it, so that we make the right decision here. Because personally, you know, there's ways that I would like to continue, but I don't know if that's what you want. And, you know, I want to see. I want to get in line with what you guys want, okay? Okay, so that's cool. And then last night went really well with our May the 4th celebration in the Battlefront stream, so we'll talk about that as well. And of course, as I mentioned, we have two major stories to talk about today. Number one, this weird new YouTube bug. And number two, the Helldivers 2 situation continuing, right? In fact, why don't we go ahead and talk about the YouTube situation first? I almost feel like this is something that should be at the beginning of the show. I think a lot of people should be aware that it's going on, even though I don't know what the root cause is. It's very bizarre, all right?
Corner demon.
So let's start talking about that, all right? Here's what's going on right now on YouTube. It's very weird, okay?
I genuinely don't fucking care. It's just, I don't want to listen to him. I don't want to listen to this shit. He's gonna fucking go on and on. He has no information or intelligence about the situation. He has nothing to add to it.
Well, it blows me away when he talks about game development and stuff like that, where he has relied on video games for the last 15 years, basically. And yet he's never been curious enough to look into the process. Like, just what was it the other week? He was like, oh, all these assets don't have to jump back and forth from department to department. But yeah, they do. I have a buddy who's worked at EA as a lighter on like a lot of the NHL games and shit. And yeah, like he's a supervisor now. And yeah, like shit gets bounced around all the time. Like even in animation, shit goes to my director, comes back to me, goes back to my director, and if it's not right then it comes back to me until it gets right. Like this is how it works.
But he doesn't want to fucking put in any time to bother to learn this shit. Phil's gonna fucking
but he also wants his games. Yeah, he also wants like a seamless experience. So you need this like double checking, triple checking. Like he is so ignorant and he doesn't want to learn. Like that's just it either.
The funny thing as well is like every game has to take shortcuts to fucking make it be a seamless thing. Even GTA 5, for example. There's a whole lot of things in that game which have kind of been like little shortcuts when it comes to animation, like lights coming on, for example. Like you might think there's two lights flashing, but it's actually not. It's the same light. It's just getting moved from one spot to the other spot.
Oh
But
yeah, I
it's
can see
gonna
that.
it's
Yeah.
gonna- but it happens very fast on the game, so it's like that saves a small tiny bit of space on like the.
But you multiply
game.
that over thousands of street lights or
Exactly.
whatever.
It's not just street lights
And
and
I think-
sirens and everything else.
They also have their render distance, like in GTA 4, right? They have like that shroud that kind of covers the horizon, so it
Yeah.
doesn't have to like render out stuff. I mean, I'm sure there's a mod you can get that gets rid of that, but
God, yeah, because even in GTA 5, if you go to the very top of like the Maze Bank Tower, for example, and you scroll down with a sniper rifle, you won't really see much there. You'll see things moving, but they're not really there. And that's a little trick as well. The fucking game developers do. It's like, oh, is that a car moving in the fucking highway? And it's like, no, it's lights. They have lights mimicking cars, but you can't actually do anything with, you know what I mean? Because it's like there's limitations to the fucking game. They just try and make it look as good as possible, but they're not actually there. You know what I mean? But he doesn't understand that. He doesn't want to understand that either. Phil has to be right. You know what I mean? Phil's opinion is law, and Phil's judgment on it is accurate. And game developers are all dumb as hell apparently for not being able to fucking provide Phil Burnell a seamless 60 frames per second, flawless 1080p experience or some pish. I don't know.
coming from the same guy who slaps his computer tower to adjust the fans.
He was slapping the sign behind him, blame it on the lag. It was not lighting up properly. He was slapping the crap out of that on Friday. Yeah, Friday stream started with him slapping it. If I can show you this, actually, I can show you. Literally, the podcast started with him slapping it on Friday. Slapping the sign. Yeah, here we go. Oh, just fast forward past this crap.
What a fucking caveman.
Well, everyone, we got technical difficulties.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my
I
god.
can't get the sign to consistently stay on anymore, which sucks because I just bought it last fall. I was thinking, you know, I have the battery powered. Oh, this will be a part of my setup for a while, and the thing keeps turning off. So I might have to smack it around today. But it's not looking too consistently good that it's going to keep working. Kind of sucks. It's okay.
The batteries are probably corroded.
Let's see what happens.
Oh, toxicity in the room, it's no surprise.
Yeah, exactly.
So that was how the stream started fucking Friday. Oh,
fucking caveman.
As you might know, or maybe you don't know this, but about 2 years ago, I want to say, YouTube decided to institute a new practice when it comes to going to YouTube channels. It used to be that you would have a custom URL on YouTube. So, for example, this channel has been around since 2010. And since it's such a long-running YouTube channel, you can find it by simply going to youtube.com/DSP Gaming. You don't need an @ in that name. You don't need some special combination of weird letters and numbers. It's literally just DSP Gaming. Okay? And the thing about that is, it's awesome. It's something that's a legacy thing. They don't do that anymore. If you were to make a new YouTube channel, you can't actually get a custom URL assigned like that anymore. All right? So I'm happy to have been around so long on YouTube that
It's not a big fucking deal. In fact, I think my channel has that same kind of thing. Where we just type in...
I think mine's just Spotty Head, but...
Yeah, I think mine just basically has... Well, let me test it. Let me test mine. YouTube.com...
I'd like to point out that my channel has been around since about 2006 or 2007.
Yeah, mine.
So
mine
I'm in the run-in against Phil here. I just don't have the sub count. So
yeah, look at that URL. youtube.com/KingJadVCMP and it loaded up the channel. Perfectly fine.
boom.
It's not a big fucking deal. Like I'm not fucking making a big song and dance with it. It is what it is. I have no @ in there.
But yeah, this is all he has. This is all he has. This is his legacy.
Yeah, Steve Ed is flexing on Phil by saying his channel predates Phil's channel as well. There you fucking go. Big ups to Steve Ed for being around longer than Phil has on YouTube. I think I have been as
There
well.
you go.
I can't. I've had. I don't know if my current account has been. I made this account in like 2011, but I've had other accounts as well. I think predate that. I've certainly been on YouTube.
I think
longer
this.
than Phil.
Yeah.
But
This one I think I made when I was in animation school.
There
I was
you
just
go.
like, oh, YouTube's like become a thing. So
Jesus, man, I remember fucking.
it was just
I've been uploading things to fucking Put File and Daily Motion and fucking Vimeo and Jesus Christ, man, it's like
oh yeah, man.
fucking if it works, you know. But,
Yeah, if you were born in the 80s or 90s, you've had a wild ride growing up. Like
let me just
just
fucking-
the internet changing everything.
Yeah, let me just fucking fire up the fucking dial-up fucking broad internet, you know, and tell people to get off the fucking phone, then go into Limewire and try and download a fucking JPEG or something. Fuck me, man.
Yeah, you had to like murder a robot to get online. Just
I remember still being sent a copy of GTA San Andreas from some Norwegian guy over MSN Messenger.
holy shit, that sounds sketch. That's like
Yeah.
LimeWire level stuff.
I knew who they were. I knew who they were. I was like, oh, you need this? Okay, cool. And I was
Oh,
like, fuck
okay.
yeah. It wasn't. Well, no. So yeah, I knew who they fucking were. You know. I was like, oh, yeah, sure.
I'm so bloody old. I can remember in grade 10 installing the original Grand Theft Auto on all the computers in the computer lab, because that's right. Schools used to have to have a room full of computers.
David Anderson says, I remember AOL and internet access was on a disc. Steve Red says, I remember
Holy
when you had
shit!
to
Yeah.
get 10-hour free trials on floppy disk. Yeah, God, I remember.
I didn't even have internet. I was out in the boonies.
Fuck me. That's right. You live on a farm. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I have
And my
this-
dad only got like a smartphone like 3 years ago or something like that. So
To be fair,
it's like he refused. Like he was.
no, I understand
What do you
that.
call them? Canaanites?
No, I understand that because my mother, bless her dear wee heart, she still uses the old-fashioned phone. She does not want to go to a smartphone. She still has the old style Nokia brick thing or whatever, you know what I mean? So she refuses to adapt. She doesn't want to. She's like happy enough with the fucking old phone, whatever. She has a wee laptop. If she wants to talk to me over like, you know, Messenger or whatever, she has a laptop for that, do you know what I mean? But yeah, she has a normal wee old phone. Bless her.
Yeah, I'm with C. I'm with C in the chat that smartphones are just paying for spyware.
Ah, jeez, fuck me. Technology is fucking advancing too fucking fast, but that's another fucking argument for another day. Fuck it.
Exactly.
a custom URL assigned like that anymore. All right, so I'm happy to have been around so long on YouTube that I have this post, right? It's like putting up your flag down. This is where I am. I'm a founder on YouTube, right? So now what YouTube does is when you make a YouTube channel, they will assign you a URL that's a bunch of random letters, numbers, and symbols.
I don't actually think they do that anymore because I've been noticing that. Well, when I want to, well, if they do it, it's not public. Put it that way. The only way I notice it, anytime someone adds their comments to a community post with the marble stuff, I include their URL as well of a channel in case they change a fucking name or whatever, you know. But it used to.
Oh, that's a good idea.
And the comments used to have the the random letters and symbols for their channel, but it doesn't anymore. Now I click on the comment name and it just has at whoever, you know. So it no longer displays that. So that information is not, as far as I'm aware anyway, isn't public knowledge. Like that may be only for the person that made their channel.
A big giant mess of like 20, 30 characters. There's no way you could ever memorize it. Okay? So that has been like that for a very long time. And so people were having problems. You know, what if I didn't subscribe to a channel and I can't really remember the name of it? I can't find it now, right? And people would have issue and they complained for many years about this, but they want a quicker way to get access to a YouTube channel. So I want to say it was about 2 years ago. Don't quote me on that. I don't remember the exact timing of it.
So if you want quicker access to a YouTube channel, you can try subscribing to it. There you go. Problem fucking solved.
His nose is looking extra bulby today.
It's probably the gin.
Yeah.
But YouTube decided that they were going to have new shortcuts to access YouTube channels, similarly to Twitter. You know, on Twitter, your handle is at whatever. You know, mine is at they call me DSP. Well, on YouTube, it was either the old channels had this custom URL or newer channels had a big jumbled mess. You know, can we simplify that? So what YouTube did is they assigned channels an at and then a name. So for example, this channel is at DSP Gaming. Even though you could just find it by going to DSP Gaming, you could also find it by going to at DSP Gaming. I know that sounds weird. My other channels, at DSP Reacts or at DSP Throwback.
Fun fact, if you type in youtube.com/the King of Hate Vlogs, you get his channel. Let me demonstrate this right now. Give me a second to do this, sorry. So youtube.com/the King of Hate. Is it King of Hate Vlogs or King of Hate HD or something?
Oh god.
I think it's King of Hate.
I think it's the vlogs. King of Hate vlogs.
I'm trying to.
Cool Limp is saying just King of Hate.
Just King of Hate. I'm trying to get it to things. I'm trying to get it loaded up, but it's not loading up for me. This worked before, I swear. Is it the King of Hate HD? I feel like it's the King of Hate HD or something.
I know it goes to his React channel, but
Oh, got it.
I don't know.
Oh, wait, I didn't get it. It's a different channel altogether. Who the fuck's this guy?
just socks.
Well, hold on. Who in the blue hell is this person? They have over 35. They have 35.8 thousand subscribers. They have 402 videos, but the channel doesn't have any content. The King of Hate HD.
What? Weird.
What the fuck have I found? At the King of Hate HD. This is my old archived vlog channel for gameplay. Go to DSP Gaming. This is one of those channels.
So he just locked it? It's a backup of a backup.
I knew this fucking in my head the Kind of Hate HD was a thing, and yeah, there you go. This is my old archive.
Yeah, like I definitely heard it, but that's weird. Guy's got like ghost accounts all over the place.
Almost 15 million views on his channel, which is now dead essentially. But anyway,
Yeah,
that was a hell of a derail.
So now you don't need to know the giant convoluted channel address or even, favorite it or subscribe to it. You could just know to search for those things, okay? This has worked flawlessly for a while. And in fact, at first, it was actually impossible to search for those if you didn't know more information, but then they fixed it. Like, for example, sometimes people would message me and say, I want to get unbanned. My channel is at Joe Johnson or something. And I would search for it and it wouldn't come up. I'm like, well, I can't find your channel. You got to actually send me the real channel URL with all the weird characters and letters. Then I could find it and unban you. Well, within the last year, they fixed that. So now you can search and find the @ and then you can just go easily. It made things so much tremendously easier. And for me, sometimes I've even been able to do things like unban someone live on stream because they made it more simplistic, okay? Well, everything's been going swimmingly with this. I updated all of my links. Like, I have 3 YouTube channels, right? I have this one, the gaming channel. I have the React channel. I have the Throwback channel. Each channel links to the other. So I added all the links with the @ names. My Nightbot commands, my automated bot for the stream chat, I have those set up with the @ name. So everything has been streamlined and set up to work with these now because this is a new thing on YouTube, and it's been going on for over a year and working fine.
Who fucking cares?
All of a sudden, 2 days ago, it wasn't yesterday, yeah, I think it was 2 days ago, one of my moderators starts talking and says, are you aware that the @ symbols aren't working anymore? And I was like, what do you mean? They're like, right now, if you were to type in youtube.com/@DSPReacts, it gives you a 404 dead page error. And I was like, what? It doesn't even say, this page is banned or anything like that. It just says 404 error. Like the actual @ symbol addresses are broken. And I said, I don't.
No, it's a strange fucking thing. I didn't know they were fucking broken.
That pause is gold.
Bells to who's paving the way for becoming a bingo baddie again. There we go. I need change. I don't know why there's no notifications for people becoming members. Like, it works when there's like membership gifted, and it works when people pop their membership message. But if somebody just becomes a member of their own volition, it doesn't pop up a notification. Which I don't know. I need to get that fixed. I keep meaning to look into it and try and get it sorted, and I keep fucking forgetting. But cheers, who's popping?
Can I get a screen grab of this when you?
I'll do it right now.
chance?
I'll do it right now. There you go. It's there you go. There's a full screen version right there. Well, let me just give you the full version right now. I say full version. You've got. I'll just crop out the stuff around them naturally, as I always do. Give me a second. Do you want the background removed, or?
Oh no, I'm good. I screw. Wow, whatever. Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
There we go. Background removed perfectly. Fantastic. So let me just yeet that towards you.
Awesome.
There we go.
I don't know if I'm gonna do anything with it today, but good to have.
And I just throw it towards my members as well in the Discord if they want to do anything with it. There we go. Good stuff indeed. Cool. There we go. I by default I threw it towards Mister as well, just in case they want it. There you go. Well, we've all got it.
They do good work.
You get a fucking
Them and Tacozilla. Like, oh my god! Shout out to Tacozilla for their like
bizarre
ability and
imagination.
speed.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Yeah, we actually made something like earlier on, and he sent me it. Give me a second here. Let me pull up. He posted it on Twitter as well.
Oh my god.
Pig Rocio. He calls it. Pig
Fucking
Rocio.
cursed imaging that comes out of this goddamn community.
Yeah, Meester is quite haunting with his images sometimes for sure. It's quite a worrying, but there you go. Pig Rocio there, made by the Meester.
That is great.
Anyway, let's crack on with a big go, and let's, for God's sake. I'm going 1.5.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a must. It's a need.
No, let me check that out. And I did. I found, yeah, it is. It actually is broken. It won't work at all. The weird part about that is YouTube still links to those app addresses. So if you're clicking around your own YouTube page, right? At first, YouTube is using the app shortcut, and it won't work. It'll give you 404 errors all around your YouTube page. But if you eventually go to your real page, meaning if you find the real address of it, the whole page still works. YouTube pages still load. They're still searchable in the search. So if you search for DSP Reacts on YouTube, it'll pop up easily. The videos still play fine. Everything works. Nothing has happened negatively to the channels, but YouTube broke the at references somehow. You know, and I've talked about this over the years, that YouTube is a constant evolving organism. It is a ginormous mess of code. Imagine if someone wrote this thing in the mid-2000s, and all that's happened is instead of redesigning and rebooting, they just keep adding more code to it. And that's really what it is. These coders who work for...
Oh, for God's sake.
Says the guy who just keeps adding styrofoam containers to his garage pile. Like, oh my God.
The thing is, though, I have a clip which I want to add to the bingo, which is basically this.
Why don't you back it up with a source?
My source is that I made it the fuck up.
I think I know what this is.
Yeah. My sources have made it the fuck up. You know, I mean, that kind of thing. You know, I mean, it's like, I want to turn that into a fucking thing. I want to turn that into a bingo thing. You know, kind of like how I got, you know, the Simpsons kind of one. Anyone care what this guy thinks? No. I want to fucking add that one as well, where Phil's fucking pretending to understand what he's fucking talking about. You know what I mean? And it's like when you fucking hit that button, like, where's your fucking source here? And Phil's essentially just fucking pulling shit out his arse here, just pretending he knows what he means.
It's kind of been amazing to watch, like, the delusions escalate, like, just this past year. I mean, don't get me wrong, the writers of the year, of season 16, like, bravo to those people. Like, there's been some serious blindsides. But yeah, like, I don't know. It's just, he seems to be inventing more and more shit out of just thin air. Like, he's convinced himself, like, of this reality that doesn't exist outside of the walls of his house.
It's utterly fucking bizarre. It honestly fucking is. I mean, I'm half tempted to fucking add the fucking thing right now, just to the fucking... out of the fucking blue, but yeah, that's something over time. I'm definitely going to fucking add this thing in, you know, just because it needs added, you know, for sure.
Yeah.
Get back to Phil pretending to know what he's fucking talking about.
Google, keep writing more code, adding it, writing it, and it just becomes even more convoluted and bloated. And a lot of the times when they go to fix something, they break something else. Oh, well, this will improve something. Here it goes, and make it live. And now 5 other things on YouTube that they never expected to be affected are all affected and don't work. I absolutely believe this is what happened. Why would YouTube, overnight, without even telling anyone publicly, decide that they want to get rid of the at references to YouTube channels and make them 404 errors? That doesn't make sense at all. They literally pushed the change down our throats over the last 2 years to learn to reference YouTube channels with an at. So, I mean, I even talked about it in my podcast. I say, hey, go check it out, at DSP Reacts, right? At DSP Throwback. And now I can't say that, because if you look for those right now on YouTube, they don't work. They're dead links, okay? So, basically yesterday, when I figured out this was going on...
We have a free space, by the way, because Phil snorted 10 times already.
I figured that this was going on.
I was like, this is not good. I obviously want all of my links to work. So I had to go to my membership link. I had to go to my gifted memberships link. I had to go to my other related channels link. And basically what I had to do is I had to change all the links to be the real URL addresses of the page and not these at references. And so let's check it out, because I did update it and it works. So did you see right now?
He's so busy, guys.
Fuck me. How did Phil
He's so busy,
this?
guys.
How on earth did he have a time to possibly do all this amazing stuff? To change the URLs.
Tax season is over. Tax season is over. He's got a lot more time on his hands.
Oh, it must be so nice.
Command, but it's now linking to the real channel URL rather than the at symbol. I'm going to try throwback. Oh, Blastoise already did. So here we go. And the throwback works, you see? But how stupid is that? That you have to basically change everything on YouTube because some coder fucked up the whole site. Right? So now, as of now, everything should work. If you guys find a dead link somewhere, like if you're using commands today in the chat, and you notice, oh, this link doesn't work anymore, let me know. Because I guarantee you, it's because they changed the at references to not work, and now that's where the dead link is coming from. I obviously want all my links working. So if you are aware of something that broke, please let me know. Whether it's on my main channel pages, a command in the chat, wherever it may be, I want to fix that for you. Okay? So let me know, and we'll go from there. Now, here's the thing. That's all I can think of that would be a problem. Now, I'm hoping that most of you that like my content have subscribed to the channels, whether it's here on DSP Gaming or my React content on DSP React or the throwback content on DSP Throwback. As long as you're subscribed, the content will still show up in your feed, okay? I tested it because this actually, my React channel is the channel I use to watch content on YouTube because that's the one that has the YouTube Premium membership, so I don't have to see ads. And in that feed, I'm getting all of the videos from all the channels it's subscribed to, no problem. So that's good.
Do you think Phil fucking uses his YouTube Premium account to like watch his own videos on DSP Gaming and just farm ads? Like, he won't actually watch them, but he'll play them. So he'll have his YouTube Premium. So on his DSP Reacts channel, he has YouTube Premium, and he knows.
Maybe that's why he never turns his computers off. He's just built like a playlist to like constantly watch.
Farming fucking views and all this fucking shitty content. No wonder the fucking computer's goddamn dying. It's fucking playing all of Phil's videos he's made every single fucking day on a playlist one by one to make sure the fucking views get fucking. Jesus, man. There's no end.
Oh, you shouldn't have. You shouldn't have platformed me, Jad. Now I'm just gonna get all like these crazy Theo theories out of my head and out into the ether now.
No,
I'm convinced now.
We're just
farming
fucking,
ad views.
We're just scratching the goddamn surface here. You know what I mean? It's fucking far.
Oh, I know.
We can go far deeper into this rabbit hole here.
Oh no, we gotta carry on with this moron.
D-Dog says premium is only on his React channel. DSP Gaming has normal with ad blocker.
Now D-Dog, if he like watched his DSP Gaming stuff from his React channel, does that end up like getting him ad revenue, or do those channels kind of interlinked?
I have no idea. Not entirely sure.
I don't know. Because like you'd think they're somewhat connected, but who knows?
This fuck will do anything for an extra fucking 30 cents.
Good. It seems like that didn't break. It's only if it's
yeah.
directly an at reference. So I hope there's nothing that relies on that. You know what I'm saying? Like, who knows what YouTube coded and changed internally or why this happened? And it's weird again. They've said absolutely nothing. They're just dead radio silent on it. And is it the end of the world? No, it doesn't really affect things that much. Again, if you're a fan of something, you probably already subscribed to it. You're not every day typing in, oh, youtube.com @DSP Reacts to get to the channel. You're already subscribed to it, right?
No, I'm not. Yeah, if I can get to DSP Gaming, I need to type in DSP Gaming. Because you can bet your ass.
I'm expecting hateful slurs coming up soon.
You think I'm going to subscribe to this motherfucker? Think again. Look at that subscribe button just sitting there and me not doing a goddamn thing about it. Fuck you, Phil. You get no subscription from me.
And again, if you're manually searching on YouTube for the channel, it will show up. It's just the matter that the @ symbols don't work anymore. So it's kind of stupid. And here's the other thing too. This channel, DSP Gaming, is not affected. Why? Because this channel is a legacy channel. It's been around for 14 years. Because of that, I have the custom URL, DSP Gaming. It'll never be given up to someone else. And because of that, you can find this channel regardless. Even if the @ symbol isn't working, it still defaults to the channel URL anyway. So that's a good thing, that the main channel here isn't going to be affected in any negative way. It's really the other channels that will. And that does kind of suck. You know, already those channels, let's be honest, don't have giant viewer bases. It would really suck if now people who normally watch the content on those channels can't find the channels. You know, I hope that's not the case. I hope someone doesn't type in @DSP Reacts today and says, oh, I got a 404 error. I guess Phil's channel got deleted, and then they don't check it out. That would really suck. But again, this is kind of the drawback of working on YouTube, is you never know what's going to happen day in, day out. They break the site, you know, and now you got to try to figure out how to go around it, you know? So anyway, this is going on. I want to make everyone aware, because it's not just affecting my channel. It's anyone who's usually using the @ reference, it's broken right now. And I just want people to know that, so that they're not wondering, why are there 404 errors everywhere I go today on YouTube? It's because YouTube broke. You can still find it. You have to manually search for it, okay? And hopefully they will fix it. But in the meantime, I made all my commands to the actual channel URL, so I don't think we'll have this issue moving forward anyway. But we'll see. Okay.
Oh, I was waiting for him to laugh.
We will have.
I was waiting for him to laugh.
The time for laughter will come.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about yesterday's streams, because I would like to directly address what happened yesterday with Fallout 4, shall we? So as you know, I started playing Fallout 4 almost 2 weeks ago now, because number one, the TV show had hit at Prime Video, and in 1 week it was one of the biggest, you know, viewed things they'd ever done over there. It was the second most viewed show ever on Prime Video. In addition, Fallout Mania had hit the internet. Everyone was dying to talk about and play some Fallout games. And so there were ginormous spikes in attention on games like Fallout 4 and Fallout 76. And basically because of that, people were interested in seeing me play a Fallout game. Number two, I haven't played Fallout 4 in 9 years. I only played it as a new release. And because they had decided to release a next-gen update patch that made the game apparently be improved, people had interest in seeing me play it again, okay? Now, it's actually the perfect time to be playing this game, because there's nothing new coming out until the 21st of May that I'm interested in. So it gives me multiple weeks to play the game and get far in it before We get caught up in too much new stuff, and then we can't play it as much. Okay? So I was like, oh, great timing. Let's do it, right? Let's focus on it. Let's have a good time. Did a new run. Idiot Savant run with a melee build. Completely different from the builds that I had ever done in Fallout games before. And I was like, this is neat. This is fun. It's interesting. I even skipped the Minuteman bullshit, so we don't have idiots telling us constantly to do base building and boring shit. Instead, we're just enjoying the game for what it's supposed to be. Open world exploration, combat, you know, RPG elements, story. It's really good. So I'm enjoying it. And the audience has been too. As you know, part 1 actually hit the YouTube algorithm, got over 30,000 views and climbing.
I'm just gonna say he's probably gonna do it if he wants to get himself over leveled. He'll end up doing that. He'll go to Preston and start farming XP, doing the settlement shit.
You don't really need to fucking do that though. Like it's like the game isn't that fucking hard. You know?
No, it's really not. Like,
oh, thank you very much to Navy Vet for Life for the super chat, who says name message just because. I mean,
big ups, Navy Vet for Life.
Cheers for the super chat. Hope you're all doing. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a good time.
But yeah, like I fired up Fallout 4 and like I'm just playing for shits and giggles. It's modded to all hell. I'm like a fucking god of the wasteland, basically. Like,
yeah.
But I mean, like, yeah, I'm just like wasting time. I'm not trying, and I don't know. I probably wouldn't make a great like streamer because I do a lot of wandering around and shit. But I don't know. It's like. It's tricky to make that shit like entertaining. You got to know where to go. Like you need to plan this stuff out for maximum excitement, and he's just gonna wander, and that's it.
It's one of those things where it's like, I mean, obviously, I don't know myself. It's one of those things. The personality has to shine through, and you fucking have to make sure the personality can
oh yeah,
is a big factor in that. You know what I mean? I don't.
Well, it's not a narrative-driven game, Droob.
Yeah. Like, I'm not good at it myself. I'll play GTA, like, Chaos mode. I need to go back to fucking Chaos mode and try and fucking finish that playthrough. But, yeah, I'll be playing that, but it's very hard for me to kind of... Also, the game's trying to fucking do all sorts of strange things to you in the first place, but yeah, it's one of those things where it's hard to kind of... That's what I'm saying. This is probably why there's a small percentage of, like, YouTubers and content creators that do make it to where they are because they manage to combine providing good gameplay with their personality as well, and it's ability to multitask and juggle things as well. They can talk to their audience, they can, you know, make their chat feel very involved as well as concentrating in the game. I find it very hard I focus on the game, but at the same time it's like I'm trying to focus on the chat as well, and I'm also trying my best not to be a boring bastard, not shit. It's easier said than done.
I watched both you and Brand Dude playing the Detractor game. I don't think I finished either of the things, but I watched like probably 20 minutes of each, and like you got a little lost. I saw like the derail comments in the chat and stuff like that. And,
yeah, I mean, to be fair, but I'm getting better at the game. You know what I mean? I can fire that shot up right now if you want, and we can fucking do a level right now. No, I'm getting better at the game.
I definitely got to watch more of the streams on that because I really hope that what is it, Happy Gamer? I hope they get their stuff reinstated on there because it is transformative. Like I don't know the ins and outs, but
the last I think apparently they are going to challenge the claim. You know, there's legal dispute or whatever. They are going to push back on it and challenge it. That's the last I heard about it. So I guess I'll have to wait and see what develops from that.
Yeah, good. I hope it happens. It's good to stand up to that bullshit because it's just going to set precedent, and next thing you know, my animations are going to be infringing or something. So,
and the game begins with a disclaimer saying that any likenesses is a coincidence and all that jazz. You know what I mean? It's just
I don't know if you can get away with that disclaimer.
No. It's just what I'm saying.
Well, I guess South Park did it, so.
Exactly. I mean, it's just, I don't know, it's crazy. But yeah, hopefully it will be available for all again because it's a fun game as well. It's quite fucking good. You know what I mean? It's a funny game.
It looks good. I wish I got my hands on it.
But if Phil was responsible for getting it struck down, he's only made things worse because the attention it got afterwards has blown up. I think Brandwood's stream had like fucking ridiculous amounts of numbers. My stream, my stream had surprisingly high numbers as well. I wasn't expecting to get as many numbers in that stream, you know, afterwards.
And I started watching the Wolverine doll was doing. I think they did like a 20-minute thing. I didn't get into that, but I saved it to my watch later because I was like, who doesn't want to listen to the Wolverine doll work their way through?
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
as of now, and this affected the first few parts of the playthrough that all got inflated views, which was a nice change from the stuff on this channel that usually views are not so good unless it's a hot new release. And I've been having a good time with it. Now, every time that I played it, we've had good viewership, good engagement, good support. Overall, the streams have all done quite well. And so I was happy that I made this decision. Like, oh, good timely decision. People are liking it. This is excellent. Just keep it in the rotation, right? Well, yesterday I went to play it, and this is no different from any other day. I would say attendance was decent. We still had over 400 viewers the entire stream, which is good for any daytime stream that's not a new release. It's actually pretty good. And then engagement. Well, I would say half the audience that attends Fallout 4 is engaged. They're talking about the game. They're having a good time. But sadly, the other half is kind of disengaging now. I don't know if that's just the fact that we're 14 hours in, or that maybe Fallout Mania has ended and people aren't that excited for Fallout content anymore. This is not a new game. This is a game that's 9 years old, right? I don't know, right? I can't figure out why people would be engaged. I'm trying to engage with the audience. I'm talking with people who were there. I'm answering questions. You know, we're having a conversation, but it's definitely way, way less than the people that were there at the beginning when people were like hyped at the beginning. Now it's kind of like, meh, it's just another playthrough, right? In addition, support yesterday was not great at all right? First of all, thankfully, there were gifted memberships at the beginning of the stream. If that hadn't happened, it actually would have been an incredibly slow stream. Both super chats and tips were very, very low. And it's like, I don't know what happened, because every other Fallout stream we'd done up to that point actually had done well. There were people showing up, engaging, and supporting. It was like something changed out of nowhere. It certainly wasn't me. I'm the same guy. I'm doing the same kind of gameplay. It's certainly not the
It's never going to be Phil's fault. It is never, ever, ever his fault. He's not to blame. He can't just be to blame. Oh, fuck.
Oh, fuck.
Phil never changes.
Boar never changes.
That's it. You got the reference. There you go. Phil never changes. Fuck me. I need to hear that again.
and it's like, I don't know what happened, because every other Fallout stream we'd done up to that point actually had done well. There were people showing up, engaging, and supporting. It was like something changed out of nowhere. It certainly wasn't me. I'm the same guy. I'm doing the same kind of gameplay. It's certainly not the game. It's the same game. That didn't change. So what changed, you know? And so we talked about it a bit. And
this is like me saying, hey guys, the last bingo stream had an amazing amount of fucking support and contributions. This one's a bit slower. It's not me. I'm the same guy. It's the same bingo board. It's the same podcast report. Well, sometimes you're gonna have streams better supported than other streams. It's just the way it is. Some streams were slow, some streams were fast. Why is this an issue for Phil when he had a fucking good night stream? I'll remind you again of his fucking metrics in the fucking night stream. Where's Game?
God.
Where is he? Where's Gamer? There you are, you bugger. So the night stream for him got $172. Regardless
Didn't
of
he, yesterday he say, like, when was the last time we wore a vest? Or something like that.
$22 for a day stream, but a night stream more than made up for it. When Phil Burnell is telling his audience he wants $50 per stream, he had a night stream there, which is effectively 3 streams worth. And if you add a day stream, it's almost 4 streams worth. And he basically got 4 days worth of...
And look at the super chats too, $85.
Well, yeah, crazy amounts of crazy amount of numbers as well. He basically got a 200% increase in what he wants in tips for a day.
I noticed that the like dislike, it's pretty close too. Like, just it just seems like less and less people are really showing up for shit now. Like, even detractors are tuning out and they're watching restreamers instead of going straight to Phil. Like, like what's the point of LARPing in his chat when you're just gonna get nuked anyway? Like, I don't know. I've never been in a Phil Burnell chat, and I hope not ever to be. I just hang out with my peeps over here on this side of the fence.
And by the way, this is what D-Dog was talking about earlier on with Saturday Night Live stealing Phil's bit.
Statement pin. If you drop it, it's gone forever. Statement.
It's gone forever. Saturday Night Live stole It's Gone Forever from DSP. Nothing they could do, dude. It's gone forever. Oh, fuck me. Nothing is safe with DSP. It's all getting taken off him.
I think what it probably is that the hype.
Oh, sorry, you go, sorry.
Oh, I'm just a little concerned about how our card is going. I thought we might have got like an FYI or a percent out of that.
It's early days. We'll get time. We'll get some time. Oh, for fuck's sake. Thank you, D-Dog, for a very generous super chat. He says, I heard Bingo got low support and Seal's retiring Kiss of a Rose, hint hint. We tried this the other fucking day, like, I can't sing. Barrett, were you there when fucking D-Dog and fucking other people were trying to fucking make me sing Kiss of a Rose?
That was great. Yeah, I was actually kind of in chat a little bit, but I was still working on that painting or whatever
They
that I
tried to
did.
make
So
me sing, and I can't sing that song. I'm
oh, that was entertaining as hell. Don't even try and do it. That was quality content.
Oh, yeah, it's like, yeah, for goodness, hint. Oh, D-Dog, what are you hinting? what precisely do you want me to fucking hint? And now Moki's gonna yell at you.
What's up?
Thank you, Moki, for the super chat. It says, God freaking damn you at D-Dog. Yeah, you get him fucking tell Moki. You fucking put him in a fucking place. Oh, fuck me. I'm not... I can't sing that song. I'm not very good at it. I tried it once and people complained. But
I only had tried to do one, like, on my channel I got one parody song. It got copyright struck though, so I didn't do it transformative enough, but I don't think I'll be entering any Chickings. Yeah.
You went to... No, you're too good for it.
That's far from what happened, but yeah.
Oh, it's
not as
tragic.
good as I got my Delusions of Grandeur, like, going when I recorded that, and then it was like, I might not do that again. Or I'll just overproduce it.
For D-Dog's generous... For D-Dog's generous super chat. Baby! That's all you're getting at me. That's all I can do. I refuse to sing anymore.
You know? And so we talked about it a bit, and I think what it probably is that the hype has died down for Fallout now, right? For a week, 2 weeks, everyone was talking about Fallout as they watched the show. Well, guess what happened? Everyone watched the show, everyone ran to play a legacy game because there are no new Fallout games now, and because there's no new Fallout games, there's nothing to talk about, and the hype has died. Bethesda has literally ruined their own hype because they're so inept as a game development studio now, they had absolutely no products to offer anyone. No one wants to continuously play Fallout 76. A lot of people jumped in, played it for a week, dropped it. And Fallout 4 is a fine game, but it's 9 years old. This would have been the absolute perfect time for them to have a new game out. But instead, they had to work on Starfield and put that out last year, and that fucking flopped. Even though they won't publicly admit it, Starfield flopped, okay? It did not live up to expectations. It did not sell as well as they had hoped. Here we are, 8 months into its life cycle. They're finally giving it its first major patch to make it run well. I mean, what a fucking joke. That game is a humongous disappointment among the community. Yeah, there's a few fanboys who are loud about it, but for the most part, it was just a humongous problem that they took that much time and hyped up that game so much, right? It's just...
So did you, Phil. You said it was going to be the game of the year. You said nobody's going to fucking remember Baldur's Gate 3 for game of the year with Star fucking Fuel coming out.
Why does this guy never mention Elder Scroll Online?
I got
Like,
no
it's
fucking idea.
I mean, it's been a hot minute since I played that, but it wasn't like knock your socks off like when I kind of jumped in. But
Ooh, the Baltic Bro has an interesting question. If Phil said he would do one interview with one detractor, who would you pick for him to get interviewed by? Ooh, is a tough one. It's like, if I wanted Phil to be interviewed by anyone, I think I would want Phil to be interviewed by... Eddie B43. I think I would pick Eddie B43, who's an old school detractor. But his knowledge
you get a bunch of stuff from that, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he would know, because it's one of those things where if Phil tried to fucking bullshit Eddie would immediately know that he's lying. Eddie knows Phil better than... Well, I don't know what Eddie's like these days with his knowledge about DSP stuff, you know what I mean? He does float around sometimes, and it's good to see his name, you know what I mean? Old school detractor or whatever, but back in the fucking day,
Yeah.
I swore that Eddie knew Phil better than Phil knew himself. Like, he had an encyclopedia of knowledge. It was just insane the amount of knowledge he seemed to fucking have about Phil and the shit he knew about the Phil. Phil said this on the stream, and he immediately knew. He straight away would know. That motherfucker's lying. Here's an example of when Phil lied. Here's what he said on this day. He would know. This is before it did Pig Go. This is before that fucking thing was available. He would have these notepad files like fucking like saved and all that shit as well. But yeah,
that's crazy.
That's what I'm saying though. He was the original like fact checker before Pig Go came and fucking archive shit for us. And Eddie is still around. He still shows up from time to time. You know what I mean? But he doesn't involve himself too much with the tractor stuff anymore. You know what I mean? Because he kind of moved on from that. I think he still dabbles his toes in the water just to see what Phil's up to. You know what I mean? But yeah, anytime I see Eddie in a chat,
nothing like before.
Oh yeah, definitely nothing like before. Nah, but also he's not really needed to either because there is so many more resources now. There's the
absolutely
tips tracker as well. The tips tracker will track all that shit. Gamerface Gaming on Twitter also tracks his super chats. and the tips and the likes or whatever.
Piece of piece.
Piece of piece, exactly. And then Pig Go as well has got its own fucking thing where you can search terms, and there's so much more. Back in the day, it was just him. And like they call me TXT as well, with try and track stuff or whatever, and Dragon Killer or whatever on the Twitter would like try and caption things. It was, but nowadays there's so much information for detractors at their disposal to just pick and choose what they fucking want to find out things. But yeah, Eddie,
I don't know if I could. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
I'm basically just going to say, because people are asking Eddie B43. So if you search for Eddie B43 and then DSP, you'll find his channel. On you go.
I don't know if I could pick just one, but my top 3 would be like Agent Proper, Alt, and then just for fun, Ann Lee. I think Ann Lee would do an awesome interview of Phil.
I like that list. Ann Lee, certainly, for sure. Yeah. What would you say? Did you say Agent Proper? Basically, all your answers began with A. Quite literal of you. Nice alliteration going on there.
Oh, did it?
Alton and Agent Proper. But there you
my
go.
long A's.
Aye. Good list though, good list. And for sure, you know, he's been around a long time and he certainly knows his stuff as well. Agent Proper.
Yeah, and
you know,
I think he's got the temperament for it. Like, if it was like an in-person interview, you wouldn't want to like get piece of piece in there because Phil would probably end up getting like pistol whipped or something like that.
You know, this might be a bit controversial. I don't think I would pick Alt. Purely because his knowledge on some of the older stuff is not as strong. You know what I mean?
True.
Stuff, he's
he's learning with the Dead Sea Scrolls
he's
and all that.
He's doing his best. He's doing his best. I found out today he wasn't even aware.
It's something else to be there and live through it.
If anyone saw the start of that being said today, he was not even aware what the full clip was like of the incident. He thought the incident was just a short thing. You know what I mean?
Oh, really?
He wasn't aware. It was like a whole.
Oh God! When I had to
to
animate like 2 minutes of DSP fucking staring at his ceiling and jerking off. Well, I had to. I'll put that in quotations. I kind of chose to do it, but yeah, I had kind of no idea. I can't even give the shout out, honestly. Yeah. I don't even know. But it was like 2 minutes, and I was like, Jesus, it was this long,
God.
like. Because like even my DSP does Champions plays Champions animation, that was like 30 seconds, and I banged that thing out in like a week.
Yeah, Avalanche's suggestion Evil AJ to interview him. I don't know how well that would go. The thing is, Evil AJ doesn't have a lot to fucking say about DSP. I mean, Evil AJ still lurks within the community, but he really does his own thing. Like he's not making this a side don't play anymore. He's not making any content. He's still there in the community to a degree, but he just kind of it's kind of like Eddie. He just dips his toes in now and again, and he's like happy and chill. I don't think he would care what to ask Phil questions. You know? Yeah,
like I know Evil AJ liked my picture there on Twitter or whatever, so still, it's like he's around.
He's exactly, you know what I mean? He's gonna be keeping an eye on things, or keep tabs on things. He knows Phil will mention him from time to time, and people will let him know that Phil keeps name dropping him. But at the end,
can you imagine? Could you imagine being one of these people who like get name dropped by like DSP constantly? I couldn't imagine how your Twitter blows up.
Fuck me, man. Well, it happens to Turkey Tom all the time, and he doesn't seem to care.
Yeah.
So there you go. But yeah. But it's good. And certainly a good pick for sure. So and your list, Agent Proper as well. Alt, he's still learning. He's got to prove his knowledge.
Yeah.
You know, he's got to learn, study harder.
I do love going down those lore dives though. They're fun.
I cannot recommend enough the lore dives. And who's it as well? Mr. Hoof stuff as well goes down. He has a channel on YouTube, and he goes down like some of the old lore dives on Phil's forums. And he has like a text-to-speech kind of robot, you know what I mean? Where it's like, all these old forum posts that Phil had from like 2014, 2015, and he'll just fucking have his bot read out the fucking things that that the comments are saying in the forum post, and Phil responding. It's a fascinating insight, you know what I mean, into how Phil's behaviour was back in the day when he treated his forums more seriously and not shit. Phil Burnell tried to have it where if you posted an image on his forums, the copyright to that image would be his legal property.
Yeah, that was weird.
That was,
I don't know how
that was as a response to the
justifies
copyright
that.
strike thing. But wait, he got copyright struck and all that shit, and Be Awesome one of the people that got him for that. So Phil tried to fucking have it where if you posted anything to his forums, the legal copyright to that image would become his, and he can use it how he sees fits. That was his logic to it, and which didn't make any sense whatsoever legally. But there you go.
Lawyer side Phil is always one of my favorites. Like, it's up there, but like it's not quite as high as damage control side Phil. Like damage control side Phil is like a fucking fiend. He's just looking for safety everywhere, but all he sees are corner demons.
It's just fucking insane.
It's absolutely ridiculous that they did that and put all their eggs in that basket, and then it comes out and it sucks. And it's like, so now what? Because Elder Scrolls is many years out. You don't even have a Fallout game cooking yet. What did you do? You completely dropped the ball. Like, I gotta ask the question, why even release the Fallout TV series now? What was the point? They literally had nothing to gain from it because they can't do anything with it. It didn't make any sense that they did that. It's complete mismanagement of that fucking IP and of the studio itself. Todd
They
Howard
got
has no idea
millions
what
of
he's doing.
views.
I just say he's just become out of touch, out of date. He's a dinosaur. He needs to stop being in charge of the studio because he's making bad decision after bad decision. So, yeah, it's pretty bad, right? And in my opinion, I think that's what's happening here is there was hype for Fallout for that first week. Everyone was excited to see me play Fallout again because it's been many years. It's been about 3 years since I played a Fallout game. And to see me go back to a game I only played once. This time around, it looks so much better than the first playthrough because now it's full 60 frames, better graphics and everything. And in addition to that, a totally different kind of build I've never done before. It's neat, right? But I think a lot of people, that hype already died and they're gone. They want something else. And I hate to say it, this is just something now that has happened in gaming. Because in gaming, what used to happen was that we had big hyped games, AAA, big releases that everyone knew were going to be good. They would come out and everyone would be excited for them. They'd come and watch the premieres of the playthroughs. They'd come and watch the later parts.
Oh, for the love of God, it is not 2014 anymore.
Does he not realize that this like show was #1 on Amazon for like a week? I don't know, 2 weeks, something like that. I don't know what comes out anymore. I watched it.
He is blaming Todd
I thought it was
Howard.
done well.
He is blaming Todd Howard for his channel not getting that much support anymore, essentially. Because they had the audacity to make a television show with a game they had the intellectual property rights to make a fucking TV show about. And that TV show done
Like,
quite well.
I'm not here to defend Starfield. I never played it, so I don't really have a take on it. But like, you know, there's a lot of people that worked like day and night on that thing to get it done. But he just because the game doesn't work the way he likes it, or Kat says it's fucking boring. Like her opinion holds so much water. It's all water weight. But
I haven't played it myself, you know what I mean? But from my understanding, it was a letdown.
Yeah, I'm willing to like say that kind of thing, but yeah. I can't.
It wasn't,
like even
it
one of
wasn't
my
Cyberpunk levels of letdown, you know what I mean? I know Cyberpunk's a lot better these days than it was when it was released, but yeah, I think the bar was raised really high. People had massive expectations. Even Phil had massive expectations. He thought it was going to be his game of the year.
Oh yeah.
He was telling people in his chat that nobody would remember Baldur's Gate 3 when Starfield came out.
Yeah.
He was hyped and convinced it was going to fucking be a big, massive hit. And so when it didn't do well for him, it didn't play that well, and he blamed the game, naturally.
Did he have Starfield week? I don't even remember. Like he has Elden Ring week or whatever.
I don't think he had a Starfield week. I don't think that was a thing.
Okay.
I think he had a Starfield day, you know, a brand new game. He plays it all day long or something. I think that's what he had, but that was it probably.
T and Y posing the whole time.
Oh, fuck me.
To the playthroughs. In general, people love that hype. But what has happened is that in the last couple of years, the big games coming out aren't good anymore. They deflate. They're disappointing. And the games that end up being great are indie darlings, but they only last a few weeks and then they die out in popularity. So what's ended up happening is all of gaming as a whole, the entire community is now programmed to think everything is only interesting for a week or two. Then on to the next. Even if you're playing a lengthy game, you better rush and beat that game in 2 weeks. Because if you didn't, no one cares about it anymore. Don't want to see any more of it, right? It's like, geez. So as a streamer or a content creator, how am I supposed to be able to play a game that's longer than, say, 20 hours, right? Because now we're at the 14-hour point of Fallout 4. We're not even 2 weeks into playing it yet, and already there's a giant drop-off. And it's like, so how am I ever going to play a lengthy game again? If people have now been, again, programmed, or it's become commonplace to just think you play a game for a week or two, you drop it, because that's what indie games are. Indie games don't have substance. They're short, but that's fine. They can still be amazing gameplay experiences, but they're short because the studios are smaller, they don't have a big budget, they don't have a giant development team, so it's smaller, more digestible experiences that are still fun. That's great, but if everyone just thinks, dude, every game should be 1 week and then you go to the next. God. How do you ever retain an audience? How do you ever get interest in any game ever, right? Especially the kind of games that I like to play. You guys know, a lot of these games that I play are longer experiences, narrative-based experiences. How do you get people coming back for that? If they're just going to say, it's been a week, on to the next. On to the next what? There's nothing else. There's literally nothing else right now. So what do you want? I don't know what you're asking for, right? So,
Jesus Christ, Phil. Fucking hell.
He doesn't understand that these indie developers will then have to like stylize and cut down aspects of their game in order to meet the real expectations that can be set for these people working under their roof. Like, and then he's gonna complain that, oh, the characters don't, like, the graphics aren't really there or something like that. Like, it's weird. Well, it's not weird, it's just Phil.
So, for God's sake, people are crying for otters. Fine, we'll have otters. Oh, they've all fucked off, I'm sorry.
Oh,
They're on strike.
thank you, Heather P.
They're on a smoke break.
Good suggestion.
Like, Phil is blaming the game industry in general for and people's attention spans for his channel not being popular. Because that's what it's ultimately is. This is ultimately copying.
Yeah.
And Phil trying to, explain why he's not able to fucking retain viewers because nobody has attention span anymore.
Dude, it's only his business when it's successful. When it's failing, it's the he's like the ultimate
fucking
like.
Hold on a fucking
I don't
second.
know.
No. Put a fucking pause on that for a second. Did you just fucking say successful?
Successful. I purposely. It's not that. No.
Motherfucker.
Or yeah, I had to say
you
it.
Intentionally fucking said it without the fucking proper pronunciation just to fucking wind me up. But
I kind of forget that it gets you.
Yeah, fucking damn right it does. Every fucking time. He's like it's successor and successful. It's not. Anyway, so I mean, as soon as I fucking heard you say it, I was like, fucking pause that prick for a second. Like, okay.
How do I mute him? How do I mute this kid? Now what happened? Where am I?
Jesus, man. I love yeah. I've got like fucking like 7 or 8 random like clips of Phil talking about muting people. And that one's probably my favourite. That one there. Like, there's a whole bunch of them though. This one.
How do I mute him? How do I mute this kid? Now what happened? Where am I?
What about this one?
How do I mute this motherfucker? Mute you, mute you. Shut the fuck up.
There you go.
Alright, how do I fucking mute this idiot?
There you go.
I gotta
the
mute
first
this
two
fucker.
are
How do I do
definitely
it?
goated.
How do I mute this motherfucker? Mute you, mute you. Shut the fuck up.
We've got like 7 or 8 different fucking clips of it, But there you go. But yeah, essentially Phil was blaming the entire world for his channel not retaining viewerships. If that was true, then popular TV series would not retain interest for a long period of time. Like, but if using Phil's logic, then people would lose interest in television shows after what, 3 weeks, a month, or something, because it's no longer.
Well, I mean, he's got nobody to really discuss it with. Like, I would go to work and I would discuss it, even when I started working from home. Like, and I'd just have like a chat window open with my other team of other animators and stuff like that. And it's like, we'll just talk about random shit because we can't be like,
Exactly. I mean, it's like
a little bit of interaction.
Yeah, and that's one of the good things. But it's like, ever since January, I started working back in the office. I no longer work from home. I work in the office now, and you get that kind of banter, that office banter again. Talk to the fucking guys about the fucking football. Do you see the fucking game? How'd your fucking team do? Did they do well? Are they gonna get promoted? Are they gonna get relegated or whatever? You know what I mean? And it's always good talk. You know what I mean? And it's like, you just fucking. It's like, imagine office banter talk for Phil's content. Oh god, I mean, it's impossible.
So he stared straight ahead at a television for 3 minutes at a time and then screamed at us that we weren't saying anything in chat.
Like, dude, you should have fucking seen it when he fucking picked his ass and you fucking saw his Zelda jammies. Oh my god, I couldn't wait.
Yeah, no kidding.
Oh, Phil's about to fucking snort again for the 20th time. Can't wait to fucking talk about that in the office. Wait till the guys at work hear about this shit. You see the shirt this guy was wearing today? Wow, impeccable.
Yeah, no doubt.
Basically, I don't know how to get people hooked on a playthrough like this.
Damn it, Phil's fucking shitey shirt broke your stream.
I mean, it's terrible. All this hands were all over the place. You were like a sweaty octopus trying to unhook a bra.
Because people were so excited, that's why I started playing it again. And now immediately, like not even 2 weeks later, I couldn't believe the difference. All right? Now here's the thing. Maybe it was just a fluke. It was only one stream like this. I don't want to kill a playthrough or dramatically change the way I deliver it to you just because of one stream. All right? So I'm going to give it another shot. We're going to do Fallout 4 again later this week. We're going to get to the schedule in a second, and I'll tell you. But we're going to do it as a day stream again. And we're going to see if it recovers a bit. Are people more engaged, right? Are people more supportive? Do people want it more as a daytime stream? If not, and we do it again,
just make a
it ends
decision.
up basically not doing well as a day stream, we can easily turn it into a late night chill stream style game. But just understand then, we're not getting anywhere in it very, very soon. You know, late night chill stream games are only 2 hours a pop. And you usually play them about twice a week, maybe 3 times if you really push hard, and I schedule it a lot. But you just don't make as much progress, right? And especially a game like Fallout 4, you know the game is long. Plus it has DLCs, which I don't know if anyone was interested in seeing me play them, but I have the DLCs, right? And I just feel like I want to keep playing it. I'm actually really enjoying it. But maybe this is a case where really it was just based around height. And sadly, if people are just going to trail off and not care about it anymore, then maybe we do have to move on. And if that's the question, then what do we...
I love how Phil's idea of pure not caring about it is not giving him money. Because the views were there, the level of attendance was there. Everything was normal compared to the previous Fallout streams, apart from the amount of money that Phil was given for that stream. That is the only criteria in which Phil has said, okay guys, we need to fucking talk about Fallout. Every other metric was hit. Every other fucking expectation that Phil has for these streams were fucking met. Apart from the money that was given to him for that stream. But anytime Phil tries to fucking build some sort of bullshit narrative thing where it's like, oh, this, you know, it's like the support was there, but everyone was bored or whatever. No. First and foremost, he only cares about fucking making money. Especially on the day streams, because usually the night streams are dead. Unless you're fucking playing
I recently heard somebody say that when he hits the roof then becomes the new floor, kind of thing, and that has stuck with me.
Yeah,
I can't remember who said it.
It's a great fucking saying, to be honest. It's kind of like me. Like it reminds me of the thing I kept fucking say, where Phil is. If you talk about it in terms of how well Phil was doing, you know, every year financially, and if you're comparing it to how far up a mountain he is, he's like at the top, like 10% of that mountain. You know, he's nearly at the top. He only has 10%, like, or 15% or whatever to go. You know what I mean? He is very high up that fucking mountain compared to everyone else. But rather than looking down the mountain and seeing how much fucking better he's doing than everyone else financially, he's looking up in envy at those that are more successful than him. The small number of people who are more successful and more fucking, you know, financially secure than him compared to what he's doing. He only looks up in envy rather than looking down and being grateful for where he is in fucking life.
That's a great analogy. That's exactly it.
He never fucking just, you know, stop to fucking smell the roses. He's always looking up in envy. This is why I get all this fucking salt and sodium from fucking all these game development companies like EA and fucking Bethesda and all that shit, and the Todd Howard hate and Yu hate or whatever. He cannot help but hate these.
The Todd Howards and the Neil Druckmans.
Yeah.
Neil Druckmann? Did I say that?
Yeah, it's probably right. And
whatever his name is, Druckmann.
But you get what I'm saying though. It's primarily envy because these people are financially successful and secure and were successful to a degree to have made it in the business.
Yeah.
And it's like, it ultimately boils down to money envy, which is just pure money envy from Phil's part. Because he's been involved in playing games for 15, 16 odd years, whatever, and most of that has been basically trying to make a living from doing that. And he is in a stage where he has to beg every fucking day for dollars.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I'm gonna go send a beg tweet real quick here, Jad.
No, thank you very much. I'm gonna try and fix the stream. Phil broke the stream.
Okay.
You have fun sending that beg tweet. I think Phil's stream keeps freezing for me, but I blame Phil's shirt for that. You know, it's a very nasty looking fucking shirt.
Nice shirt, 25 cents.
For God's sake, it will only fix. Oh fuck it. Is okay.
We move on too, because like I said, there's really nothing going on right now. I was going to balance Fallout 4 and Another Crab's Treasure for the next 2 weeks while we had variety on the night stream, having Street Fighter 6 or Helldivers 2, or maybe every once in a while a Star Wars stream. And of course, at some point during May, I was planning on starting my co-op playthrough with my wife when we finally got a schedule set. So I was
take the fucking hint, Phil. She doesn't want to fucking play with you.
Until the end of the month when new stuff started hitting, but now I don't know, right?
Who fucking cares?
So, yeah, I'm not sure. So, my attitude is thus. I don't want to give up on it. I do want to play it again as a day stream, and we will. And then we'll see what happens, and we'll make a judgment past that. Okay? Last night, it was May the 4th, also known as Star Wars Day, and I decided to do a random night stream of Star Wars Battlefront Classic Collection. The game has not improved whatsoever. It's still wonky. It's still messy. They did not even patch it again, I don't think. So, I played it, and actually, surprisingly enough, I'm getting better at it. Like, I'm actually kind of learning the foibles of the game, that the hit detection is so bad. Certain weapons just don't work, but others do. I'm learning how to better aim, and I actually adjusted my aim sensitivity dramatically, and all of a sudden, I was able to get better kills. Like, I was sniping, and I was hitting people with a rocket launcher when previously I couldn't. So I actually was doing well. In fact, most of the gameplay last night, I was in like the top 10 on my team every single match, and I had a positive kill death ratio literally every single match. I was like, that's kind of silly and sad. I know I'm not good at the game. Man, it was a very high engagement, high support stream. People were talking, we were having fun, we were joking about Star Wars, we were joking about other things, we were having a good time. I was in a jovial mood. Everyone even said, why you seem energetic? I'm like, yeah, we're just messing around. This isn't a narrative-based game.
Money high.
I have to focus on things going on and pay attention. Instead, I could just kind of dick around and have a silly time. And that's exactly what we did. And dude, support was sky high. Super chats, memberships, and tips were amazing last night. And I'm like, wow. Now, am I actually expecting that every time?
Yes. Phil, let me fucking finish that sentence for you. Yes, not only are you expecting it, but you're practically fucking demanding it from your fucking audience every single fucking stream. Don't even fucking pretend you're not fucking doing that. You wouldn't be bringing it up if you weren't fucking expecting or hoping for that. It is completely fucking hypocritical of you to fucking not pretend to not expect that or hope for that or demand that from your fucking dumbass dead-headed audience. Especially when you're fucking threatening games like Fallout 4 of getting booted to fucking night stream because support for it slowed down dramatically. Ah shit, I broke the fucking
He's
stream
a
again.
bum. He's a bum.
Phil's stream keeps fucking... So Phil has technically ended the podcast, okay, and he's moved over to the React stuff, you know what I mean? So this stream might stop being available to me, if that makes sense. Like, I'm on DSP's channel right now,
Yeah.
but DSP's live stream for this channel is no longer live. So it might become unavailable at some point in time. If that happens, we'll use Raw Phil as a backup. But for now, it's still working, it seems.
Okay.
But I say that and it doesn't want to load. Fucking load, you bastard.
Hello there.
Time I play that game? Absolutely not. It was just a silly thing. But every once in a while, I think to play that game is a funny variety thing. But I just had a great time, and I think people saw that, and it ended up being a huge, supportive, and successful stream. So thanks to anyone who was there live last night. I hope you'll give the game...
Oh, would you look at that, Barrett? Phil said successful. And he said it properly. With a suck.
Did he?
Yeah, I wasn't thinking... I was just trying to fucking rewind it, but fucking anytime I want to try and move about the Phil stream or pause it or fucking... It just dies, this fucking stream. It's struggling. How far are we behind live DSP? We're about an hour and 12 minutes behind the live DSP. Yeah, we paused.
I'm sorry. I really stretched this one out.
No, it's fine. It's okay. I mean, I've got no reason to have to... I don't have to fucking be up early tomorrow. I've got a bank holiday weekend. It's all good. Yeah, Steven Ed is surprised. Holy shit, he can do it. Live... Oh, for fuck's sake. There's bills that I might need to change stream sources. Because it's
do what you gotta do, man.
It's perpetually loading. Oh, here we go. It's working again.
And successful stream. So
there you go.
Holy.
There you go.
Boom.
Thanks to anyone who was there live last night. I hope you'll give the gameplay a look after the fact. It is silly gameplay, but we had a good time together. Okay. Today's React Day. Podcast now. When the podcast ends, we all head over to the DSP Reacts channel, and there it is, my weekly Clips React show, DSP versus the Internet. This week, good variety of clips. I think we have like a documentary style stuff. We have game trailers and things like that, previews. I believe that we have the food vlogging. There's a lot of different stuff this week. Good variety of stuff over there. And it looks like we have a chance we may watch every video. Reason being, it fluctuates every week. Some weeks we have more videos, some weeks we have less. It just so happens I noticed a pattern. This week we have a few less videos, but also a lot of the videos are shorter. You know, some weeks we get people submitting 20, 30, 40-minute videos, and I'm like, there's no way I can watch all of that. It's a clip show, right? This week, a lot of the clips are like 3 to 5 minutes long.
Phil, that might be because you bitched and whined and moaned at people sending you long videos. Last week, you complained to your audience, your members, who are paying you money to fucking be a member, to send you, to have you react to a video. You complained to them that they were sending you videos that were too long. And so this is your audience reacting to your complaint and sending you short videos. And now you're upset that you might get through them all and you might fucking not be able to fill all the time you have for your shitty react show.
Are his eyes different sizes here?
Probably.
That's weird. Anyway,
his
sorry.
His eyes are fucked up. We'll just zoom in his eyes, shall we? There you fucking go. Yeah, the eyelid's a bit fucking weirder down here. There you fucking go.
Drooping like his lip.
Yeah, stroke side Phil, that's it again. Different kind of stroke.
So if that's the case, we may actually get through every single clip on the React show this week.
Who fucking cares?
Who fucking cares?
Guys, we have 100 likes on the bingo stream. Thank you very much for liking the stream, as well as having 100 likes and getting a free space for the bingo stream. You guys also get to enjoy the Bubbles animation as made by the spectacularly talented Pixar Animations. Remember, keep an eye on the bottom right for Jasper to do his thing. Float away, you piggy pick. Oh, come on, Jasper. Good cat. It is such a satisfying faceplant.
I'm just thinking I might, on my drawing, I might change Pixar's a little bit and give him the bubble jetpack.
Oh god.
That would make sense in like the little charge. Maybe I'll do that.
It's up to yourself, coach, you know what I mean? But yeah, it's good stuff. I love that fucking faceplant. It's too good. It's of course, big ups to Pixar, of course. His channel is in the description as well. If you guys aren't aware of Pixar Animations or whatever, his channel link is in the description. I would highly recommend that. He makes some fantastic stuff sometimes. Well, most times, to be fair, you know what I mean? But yeah, and also he's responsible as well for that animation as well as the bingo intro.
I'm not promising that, but we may. So,
well, me still have a question. Did you add 2KJ to your artwork?
Yeah, he's Agent DeClaude, actually. It's like the kitty up in the
let me find
the top middle.
Let me find him. Let me go around a bit way to get into your channel. Yeah, this is how Barrett Wells advertised for him to be on the stream, by the way. He done a strange fucking Jekyll and Hyde fucking juxtaposition picture thing. Somehow
I tried to do the DSP stitch, but
somehow
didn't work.
You posting this picture and invited like some sort of fucking like sex bot or something. It was like some random response with a sex bot or something at some point in time.
Oh really?
Hi, this fucker here. So I was like, and then
I'll hide the reply and block them. I have blocked so many things on Twitter this past year. It's been insane.
I'll block that shit. Yeah, somehow your face did that. Congratulations. It was either that or fucking Steve responded to you, but one of you are fucking responsible. Anyway, Misa's asking, where is Agent DeClaude? Right at the top up here is Agent DeClaude. But there you go, right? This is Agent DeClaude up here. So there you go. As I said, there's so many fucking... There's just so many different characters and different detractors and fucking... It's like, I don't get tired looking at this. It's always fun to just kind of look at the details that are in here. You know what I mean? You can spend ages looking at this, you know?
Anne was real happy that I gave the secretary a banana.
Jeez.
It was like, oh, it's the little things, man. And I was like, yeah. I want to add, when I do phase 2, I want to add so many Easter eggs. It's just, it'll drive me insane, but it'll be fun.
I'm kind of surprised nobody's asked you to make a Vega fall asleep. Just like floating along.
I might actually do one because I saw him and Shinko talking, and it was everybody was like, you need to do a drawing of Vega being asleep. So I may get that. Pull the Stenson down a little bit.
Poor Vega. Definitely do that though, but poor Vega. Definitely do that.
We'll see how the show goes. Now, I just want to say this up front as well. The React channel, DSP React, okay, currently only gets revenue from 2 sources. And one of the sources is not ad revenue. Reason being, the vast majority of videos that I put on that channel get claimed by somebody else, because even though it's legal and under fair use to react to other people's content, YouTube still lets people claim those videos and get ads on them for themselves rather than me. So I get almost no ad revenue on that channel at all. And being that most content on the channel is the clip show, that's it, you know? So really, that channel gets support from 2 sources. Number 1, memberships. And it is the people who are members on that channel who submit the clips for the show. The Ultra members were guaranteed to watch their clips every week for 4 weeks per membership. And the submissions to your members are the ones that go into that randomized playlist, and we have an equal chance of being watched. So those, thankfully, those members, and thank you so much to those who are members over there, they're the ones who are kind of the lifeblood of the channel, giving it support so that we can actually, you know, have it can be a consistently watched channel.
Phil's audio just went very weird for me. Let me try and boost Phil's audio. I don't know why the audio went strange there on Phil's video, but I didn't change anything at mine, but I've got a wee booster button here for YouTube sort of thing, so I'll see if I can boost Phil's audio.
To make some money. But in addition, it's the streams. When people come to the live streams and they do super chats, super stickers, memberships, gifted memberships, or tips, those streams are what allow that channel to continue to keep going, all right? It's definitely not viewership, and it's not ad revenue. It's a different model than most other YouTube channels. However, for some reason, last week's React stream did not do well. In fact, it was really, really slow. All right? So here's the thing. If you support...
I love how it wasn't just slow. It wasn't just really slow. It was really, really slow. And if you wanted to get a reminder of how the React stream did last week for him, $14. 14 buckaroos.
I thought I saw a little ear wiggle thing there a little while ago, but I'm not 100% sure, so no need in checking. We don't need to try and scroll back and see the circle of death.
I can guarantee you he would have done it anyway. It happens every stream for sure. When he has one of those internal snorts, it seems to happen there.
This podcast right now, anything that you do on this podcast counts for that as well. All right, I count the podcast and the React show as kind of one entity.
Who fucking cares?
Anything you contribute right now actually carries over to that show. So if you were to tip on today's podcast, that sticks and applies to the next stream, so that those excuse me, so that those
tell me more.
Contributions will count towards the rewards. All right. And the funny part is, Dabhands even just said it. He says the weird thing is, last week I feel like it was good videos. You're right. I think the React show is actually getting better. I think that the submissions are actually becoming more interesting, more stuff to watch and absorb and learn and comment on. It's better than the whole year crap that we.
Phil said comment.
It took a whole year.
Bingo.
Burger.
5 in a row. That's concerning.
It took a while to get there, but we got our first bingo of the game. We only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's only 12 more to go.
Yeah.
Although having said that,
oh, that's it.
We have free spaces. Plus, we are behind by an hour. Remember. So yeah, don't give up hope yet. Don't give up hope yet.
Used to get, you know, people submitting stuff from YouTubers that are like 10 years old, stupid memesters and dumb shit that no one cares about, dumb skits that aren't funny. Now the videos are actually becoming way more interesting. Okay. So it's not a symptom that the show isn't good. It's just, I don't know, we had a slower week last week. So I'm curious what will happen today. If you guys support this podcast, it helps. If you support once we go over to the React channel and the stream there, that helps. I would hope that you will join me and support the React content if you can. Okay, please do. All right. Okay, so that's the first stream. Then tonight on the late stream, it is our next to last stream of the Retro React of The Walking Dead Season 1. We have been doing this now for 4 weeks. This is week 5. And it looks like 2 more streams and we will wrap up the entire first season series. It's fun. It's a lot of fun to re-experience this classic game from 2012 that really was the first major Telltale Games narrative experience that was super notable and people really enjoyed watching. And because
anybody care what this guy thinks?
No. I played all the other seasons of Walking Dead, plus the spin-offs, plus The Wolf Among Us, plus Game of Thrones, plus Tales from the Borderlands, plus the 2 seasons of Batman, plus probably more. There's probably even more games that I played that aren't popping into my head right now. Okay? So it all worked as a result of that. I hope you'll join me tonight over there on the Throwback channel, 6:45 p.m. Pacific time for the fun retro vibes. And I want to say thank you to those who have been attending and supporting those streams. Again, much like DSP React, I don't get a lot of ad revenue on that channel. You know, those videos are being uploaded mostly for posterity purposes, because a lot of these playthroughs don't exist on YouTube, or if they do, they're almost unwatchable at this point. So I've got playthroughs currently of Final...
Well, most of your content is fucking unwatchable. The fact I've got to try and fucking make it into some sort of fucking game with a bingo stream to fucking make your podcast somewhat barely bearable is a fucking telltale sign that your content is very difficult for most people to consume as on its raw fucking normal self. It is... You are a very challenging person to put up with for a prolonged period of time. You would fucking do well being used as a form of torture in Guantanamo Bay.
Oh yeah.
And a spoiler alert from the future from Colleen there, no 1 minute man tip, and he only made $17 so far. I mean, I guess I guarantee you don't get that square ticked in, but that could be why. That could be one of the free spaces. You never know.
Do the bubbles? Do bubbles stack? Like if we get 200 likes on this stream?
The bubbles stack, the burp stack, and the snort stack. Basically, put it this way: we have 3 free spaces so far. 2 of them are for snorts because I've got 20 plus,
that's
and
crazy,
one's for the likes as well.
When are you planning on changing the snort count? Because I know you change it in spring, right? Well, he hasn't been too bad lately.
Well, I mean. But I did change it to, it used to be like 25 for a free space, and then I was like, you know, when Phil is very snorty, it's 50. But I changed it altogether when Phil changed his microphone filters, because you don't actually get to hear every snort now. That's why I made it so it's 10 snorts for a free space. So yeah, I actually made it easier, technically. Although we don't actually hear as many snorts as we usually do because of Phil's microphone settings changing. So Phil's doing his best to fuck us over, but I'm not going to fucking let him get away with it that easily.
Fantasy 13, the original run that's going to end within a week or so. And then we're going to start up LA Noire, which is another playthrough that was lost to time and now will be on YouTube again. We've got my original Fallout 3 playthrough now being upscaled, widescreen, HD, 60 frames, proper titling, proper thumbnails, in order in a playlist. All the things that were missing from the original playthrough are now being added, which is sweet. We've got this Walking Dead retro react that's going on. It's good content. I hope you'll check it out if you haven't yet. And I would tell you the URL address of it, but I don't know what it is because it's a bunch of random letters, characters, and numbers, and you can't use the address for it anymore because YouTube broke it. So just search for DSP Throwback. Check out the channel if you're interested. Nope. Tonight we'll be over there enjoying the retro vibes. And it's again, thanks to those who attend those streams and support them. That keeps the channel viable. So thank you for that. Okay. Tomorrow, Monday, we'll return to gameplay here. All right. It will be a podcast followed by more Another Crab's Treasure. I'm excited because it looks like we are going to finish up this Grove dungeon that we were in and continue on with the plot, which probably means we're going to head over to the very challenging Vale dungeon and go from there. It's a great game. And by the way, as I discussed yesterday on the show, I actually figured out a way, all right? I figured out a way to make the game play better, to have more reactive controls. It'll react better to what I'm inputting. So I'm excited for that. And hopefully we'll have a better experience tomorrow with the game and do even better, all right? There will not be a late stream on Monday night because it is the one time a month I have to film private Patreon React videos. But in addition to that, I have some other stuff business-wise I need to work on for the month. So it's perfectly fine. One night stream we're not doing, it's okay.
That was a perfect chance for Phil to say behind the scenes, I didn't fucking take it.
Yeah.
What a dick.
Yeah.
Tuesday is when I'm going to give Fallout 4 another shot. Let's have Tuesday be another Fallout 4 daytime stream. Let's hope for the best. Let's hope people will show up, engage, and support this time. And maybe it really was just a fluke yesterday. And then Tuesday night, I think I'm going to continue on with Street Fighter 6 Zangief, trying to get him to master rank. It's going to be rough because every time Zangief faces a top tier character, it's like a nightmare because he's not that good. But I'm doing my best to climb the ranks, and I did climb some last time, and I'm hoping for more progress Tuesday night. Wednesday, the entire day is up in the air. Okay? Wednesday's daytime stream can either be more Another Crab's Treasure or Fallout 4. I'm open to either. And in fact, I may do a poll for it. I'm not sure. I'd like to play either game, but I'm undecided on what I want to do. I think it's going to be partially determined on how Fallout 4 does on Tuesday. Okay? Wednesday night, also completely open. I'm thinking we could do some more Helldivers 2. If you got...
he's going to play Star Wars again. I can guarantee you right now, he's going to play from Star Wars.
Guys want me to go back to the game, or we could do something else. I'm not sure. I don't want to do more Street Fighter again. That's too much Street Fighter. That'd be overload. So I'm debating what I should do Wednesday night. Last time that I played Helldivers 2, it didn't do well at all. Remember I moved Helldivers from a day stream to a night stream last weekend? It failed. People did not show up, and the people who did show up weren't engaged, and then the support was abysmal. So obviously maybe
because
it's the same
a night
thing.
stream.
Like Fallout had its week and a half. Well, Helldivers had about a month. Maybe the hype for that game has died out too. I'm not sure. Okay?
Maybe the hype for you died out, Phil. You ever thought about that?
No.
So maybe Wednesday night we could just do a late night chill stream. Someone actually asked me about that. They said,
"Oh, he's not even going to fucking play a game Wednesday night. He's going to just sit there and talk to his audience and wait for money to come in." But guys, what do you want to talk about? Yeah, send me some switch chats, some tips, and we can have a little Q&A session for 2 hours. Fucking hooray for that.
"Will you just do a late night chill stream where we just talk? Just a hangout session this month?" I said, "I don't know. We could. We don't have to, but we could." I usually just do it as a thing to fill if we have a night stream that's just randomly empty for no good reason, like something goes wrong. So we could do that. So let's think about it, what we want, and let's think about what streams we want for Wednesday, okay? The other thing that we have to determine is what's going to be the next Retro React on the DSP Throwback channel. We only have tonight and next Sunday, and then The Walking Dead is done, and we got to figure out what's the next best thing to hang out and watch. I don't know. The way I see it, we've now done 2 narrative-based games nearly back-to-back in Heavy Rain and Walking Dead. I feel like we want to do something different. We want to...
Phil, you tried to do something different because you had Bully fucking there for a very brief time, and that got fucking removed. You're going to do Red Dead, and that got fucking removed as well. Because, the trolls took over the fucking the poll and all that shit. You had these games ready to fucking react to, but then you fucking blamed detractors for skewing the polls and skewing the numbers and skewing the metrics, and so you fucking decided just to fucking do whatever you fucking wanted.
Yeah,
didn't
he like kind of pause like the whole AI thing with that, like to move on to the next one that he did? Like he's like, "Oh, we'll finish that one up later," and then he was also hyping up Undead Nightmare for like Halloween or some shit. Like
some
there's just gonna be like there's gonna by the end of the year, there's gonna be like 4 or 5 like 60 to 70% completed AI upscaled like projects, and
It's
like
always
they're
a
just all
shit.
gonna die.
It's just fucking polished fucking shit, you know what I mean? Oh, let's take this fucking pile of
it's
shit,
never gonna be.
add some polish to it,
Yeah,
and now we have some shinier shits for you. Here you go.
Yeah, it's insane. Like, it's just the treadmill. He's on a treadmill. This is all he knows. And it's like, okay, maybe if I switch out, like, do the same thing, but use X instead of Y, it'll work this time.
I have a feeling that Phil probably thinks a treadmill is something which is used in making bread. I don't think he
you
actually
seen it at the
understands
donut
what-
shop,
yeah.
dude.
Was it mills? Oh, it has the word mill in it. Yeah, they use that to make like bread and baking products. Yeah, treadmills. I know what those are. I love those. I love my fucking donuts and bread.
Narrative-based games nearly back-to-back in Heavy Rain and Walking Dead. I feel like we want to do something different. We want to break it up. Excuse me. And do a different style of game. Man, I'm really sorry. The stupid frog in my throat today is bothering me.
Stand up. Stand up, you bastard.
Anyway, I'm definitely thinking something more action-based. But what? You know, I would say go back to Dark Souls 1. I really liked watching my first Dark Souls 1 run many months ago, but people never really voted to see it return. So maybe that, unless people have other ideas, which I'd like to listen to, and consider. But that's what I was thinking. I definitely don't want to do another narrative-based game at this point. I'm kind of bored of them at this point. I want to move on to something different and more exciting and more, you know, filled with action. Some people, it seems like every time I bring this up, people say LA Noire in the chat. And here's the thing. LA Noire is coming. LA Noire currently is going to begin work on being remastered and uploaded to the channel within the next week or two. We have to wait for Final Fantasy 15 to end, and we only have a few parts left of that playthrough, and then we're done with it. So once that happens, LA Noire will start to be redone and put on the channel. Now, I can't do a retro react to it until it's on the channel. Do you see? I'd be more...
So, the face that Phil makes here, let me try and find it perfectly.
I can't do a retro react to it until it's on the channel.
This face right here, that Phil is making right here, is like the most punchable sort of face that Phil can make, in my opinion.
Tell me what to do, but don't tell me what to do.
Yeah, he's
and just give me money.
It's like this is the type of face that Phil makes when he's fucking. It's not even smugness. It's that air of fucking.
This is the face that he would have made to the Burger King employee going in with that fucking sandwich. And he would have been like, look, you guys didn't make it right, all right?
He fucking waited day and night by his email inbox for weeks waiting for a response to that. You guys going to make this up to me? You guys going to make this up to me? And they fucking didn't respond to his email one bit. Oh, I was sorry I didn't have a good burger, you know? We do apologize.
I want to talk to the Todd Howard of Burger King.
I want to talk to the goddamn king. Where is he? Bring him out here. Along with his fucking
inflatable fucking crown.
Anyway.
King versus king.
Oh god. Ah, Jesus, man. But yeah, this to me, this is the most punchable sort of face Phil makes, you know what I mean? When he's talking down to his audience, fucking acting like he knows better than them, and they're fucking stupid as hell for bringing up LA Noire. So I can't react to LA Noire until it's done being remastered and all that shit, you know? The face he makes here is like... He does not deserve an audience or fans when he treats them this fucking badly. Although I guess someone would fucking love the abuse.
Do you see? I'd be more than willing to watch that playthrough and react to it, but it doesn't exist on the internet. I have to have it on the channel first before we can watch it. So that's maybe a few months out. Seriously, like I'm thinking have that run for a month or two, have the playthrough be on DSP Throwback, and then maybe we could do a retro react of that later in the year. I'd be down for that. But I think we have to get to that point, okay? Okay, so there you have it. And one final thing to remind you of. On Saturday, May 25th, it will be a Indies Marathon, but it's a PC-centric Indies Marathon on my mini PC, okay? So if you haven't yet, check out the thread for nominations. If you type !Indies, the thread will pop up right now in the chat, and you can go to this channel page, and you can nominate games. And I need people to nominate indie games for this event that are PC games, and the more nominated games, or I should say the more frequently nominated games will then make it into a poll, all right? And that poll will then become, you know, the determination of what games we'll be playing during this marathon at the end of this month, okay? I'm excited for this. We haven't done an Indies Marathon in many, many, many years. So to do an Indies Marathon may open my eyes to a lot of games that I've missed out on and don't understand. So it should be pretty cool.
There's a really good indie game that I played recently, Phil. I think you'd be great for your Indies Marathon. It's called The Detractor. Oh wait, apparently...
I can't wait.
Apparently Phil got removed from the fucking platform somehow. I still can't believe he's not addressed it.
Yeah. Yeah. His silence is actually deafening, because if it isn't somebody, if it's not him, because, like, wasn't there something like it was filed in, like, Alaska or something like that?
Something kind of like that, yeah. Something strange and a bit sus about it, you know. Like, if you go to
So,
Happy's
I mean,
channel,
it's either he's in support of the game getting taken down and somebody else working in his name that he will distance himself from if asked about it, or he's not okay with it. I don't even know that side. He's just happy the game's not there, like, and not making money.
I mean,
that he's not going to get.
I've got a game still, and I'll play as much as I want. So, yeah, fuck
Yeah.
it. Yeah, I'll play that shit right now if I want to. But I won't because I'm fucking miles behind.
Okay. Very nice. All right, so
what speed is this?
I went back down to 1.25 because it seemed to be struggling at 1.5.
Oh, okay.
I will try 1.5
Okay,
again.
I was like, Jesus, is this at 1.5?
1.5 has been a bit weird, where sometimes the video was not catching up to the audio, so it was fucking like out of sync almost.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm going back to 1.5 now, and hopefully it'll behave itself.
what? Anyway, some idiot in the chat saying something dumb. Anyway, no, not you, Jordan. So this idiot over here. Like literally someone saying, "Oh, you can't say
Not
anything
you,
until
Jordan,
chat,
the
you get
person with the money.
Hold on. What,
Jordan, the person with money.
What was it, idiot saying, Phil?
Saying something dumb. Anyway, no, not you, Jordan. So this idiot over here. Like literally someone saying, "Oh, you can't say anything in Phil's chat, you get banned." What are you talking about? You literally just said that and you didn't get banned. Like, what are you saying that we're getting blocked? In fact, here, let's take a look. If I scroll up.
Meanwhile, he's banning him.
No one banned anything this guy said. He's saying stupid things. You want to hear what he says? Look, here's what he said that got blocked in chat. See, that fatty can never take an L. There's so much meat writing in his chat. Yeah, I wonder why your message got blocked. Gee, I wonder what that could possibly be in reference to, right? I wonder why that message didn't make it to my chat. You fucking buffoon. Anyway. You can't make this
I'm
shit
not
up.
reading your message, but I'll sick my chat on you.
So let's just get rid of him now so we don't have to deal with this nonsense any further.
Oh, so you do get banned for saying whatever. You proved his point. No, you said what the fuck so hold on. You tried to prove him wrong. But,
He speed ran that.
yeah, Phil just proved the guy right. Oh my god, Phil.
Oh, this is the shit you just can't write though. Like, like this is like the amazing irony of when Phil is funny.
Oh, fuck me, man.
Okay, so that's pretty much what I have to talk about today in regards to all those other topics. But now, ladies and gentlemen, it is time for my favorite segment. It's time for your favorite segment. Everyone, it is time.
Okay, what the fuck was that? Hold on. What the fuck was that face?
It is time for my favorite segment.
Oh, come on. That's you got to get that one.
Why? Why? Why?
Make the bad man stop.
Fuck you, Phil.
Why?
That was the face Phil made the first time and last time that Cat asked him for underwear time.
For God's sake, this is... I'm losing the will to fucking live. Jesus, there we go. I just just 2 seconds while I work my magic. The website's fucking struggling with such a dumb fucking face that he pulled. He looks like he's trying to be a fucking game show host. You know what I mean? Pan to the camera. Have they got the right answer? Have they guessed what's behind door number 2? I don't know why.
Bob Baker of the Bob Beggar of the Price is Right.
Bob. Let's send
Bob.
this in so my members
Boss.
can get that. There you go. I'll see what fucking good luck with that. Tacos all day, something fun out of that, why don't you?
Oh, I look forward to this.
Fuck me, man. Anyway, let's get on, man. Let's see what's on DSP News.
It's time for your favorite segment. Everyone, it is time for DSP News. Yeah. Maybe I'll sing my way into the news every day from now on. What do you think? It's DSP News. Okay. Nope. Okay. Anyway. All right. Today on DSP News, we have 2 news stories. First news story, listen to this. Sucker Punch Studio says that Ghost of Tsushima's PC port will not require players to create a PSN account for single player mode, only for Legends Online multiplayer, and that's because you're basically playing the multiplayer over the PlayStation Network. It launches on PC and Steam on the 16th of May. So unlike Helldivers 2, all right, if you want to play the game offline single player, you don't need a PSN account. If you do want to use the online multiplayer component, you do have to have that account. Now, I find it funny because this never would have even been a thing of discussion except for the controversy around Helldivers 2 right now. And, you know, how many people realistically would be playing the online Legends multiplayer of Ghost of Tsushima? I'm not sure. I did try it, and I just thought it was kind of like, it wasn't a big deal or anything. It was nice that they added multiplayer after the fact, but the game was so lengthy and full of content to begin with, I don't even think it was really needed. So, I don't think it's that big of a deal that you need a PSN account to play the online multiplayer, but it is good to know that people will not need one if they just want to play the game offline, okay? Speaking of that, let's now get to Helldivers 2. This is the main story for today. Yes, are you ready for this? So I'm just going to read this word for word. Shout out to Culture Crave on Twitter, who summarizes a lot of gaming news stories, and this is one of them, so I'm just getting this right out of their feed.
Oh, my, he actually fucking gave credit where it's fucking due. He actually acknowledged the fucking source. Well, Phil basically just fucking stealing their content.
So, update on Helldivers 2. What just happened? I misclicked. The game is now unavailable to purchase on Steam in tons of countries due to the PSN login requirement. Because of mass complaints, they just removed the game for purchase. If you need to have a PSN login to play the game online, and you can't get a PSN account in your country, they just remove the game from being purchasable on Steam for you.
Oh my god, a game being removed from Steam so people can't purchase it anymore? It's terrible when that happens, isn't it, Phil?
I mean, that sounds like censorship to me.
Yeah, I can't believe that sort of thing happens these fucking days. Perfectly acceptable games getting removed from Steam just because maybe a person complains about something for no, solid, tangible reason. It's a shame that.
Okay, those countries include 177 different ones.
Oh my god.
Including Afghanistan, Antigua, and Barbuda.
Is he seriously about to fucking list?
Is he gonna read the list? Oh my god.
You just made the list. Insert Chris Jericho meme here. Fuck me. I don't know. I've got an idea. Okay, this is just between me and you. Okay, I got an idea. He's not going to list every single country, but I think we should guess a country he's going to list. Apart from Afghanistan, because we just let's guess a country. What country do you think he's going to list? What country's going to make
Niger?
List? You think he's going to list Niger? Oh, he might see that.
I'm gonna put that one out there, and I'm hoping the mushmouth gets in the way of this one.
I'm going to
prayer hands in the chat, everybody.
I'm going to say, I was going to say Malaysia. I'm going to say Malaysia. Because
Handley is not Malaysian.
Yeah. Well, I say Malaysia because apparently Derek's on his way there.
Oh yeah, that's right. I wonder if there's gonna be a coincidence of like Derek coming back from his little Asian trip there and the thumbnails on the React channel.
Yeah, it's interesting. That caught me there when fucking Derek goes away. The React thumbnails fuck off. Strange.
Yeah, I think that'll be all that confirms it. Like, but we'll see.
So you went Niger, I went Malaysia. Let's see if either of us. By the way, if this happens, we get free spaces. Okay. So we need Niger and Malaysia to pop up here.
Okay.
177 different ones, including Afghanistan, Antigua and Barbuda, Anguilla, Albania, Armenia, the Netherlands Antilles, Angola, Antarctica, American Samoa, Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, baby mama. All right, that one's not
what.
Right. But I can keep going. It's 177 countries that are now banned from playing Helldivers.
Oh, you boring bastard. He didn't even get to the fucking seas.
He just read from the top of the list. Like, it's not even like, oh my god. Did he say Antarctica?
He might
that would be amazing.
Antilles, Angola, Antarctica, America.
He did.
Oh my god, he did. Yeah, imagine the lag in Street Fighter 6 playing in Antarctica there.
Fucking bugged Antarctica mechanics, dude.
In Samoa, Aruba, Jamaica. Ooh, I want to take you to Bermuda, Bahama. Come on, baby mama. All right, that one's not real. But I can keep going. It's 177 countries that are now banned from playing Helldivers 2 because you can't get a PSN account there. Okay?
Why is that funny?
Mug sip.
Okay. The Beach Boys are banned from playing Helldivers 2. All right, continuing the story. Just listen to this. Steam is now approving all refund requests for Helldivers 2. Any player who requests a refund request on Steam for Helldivers 2 is getting a refund. Even if you've played it long over 2 hours, they're just mass granting refunds across the board.
Oh, so now he's aware of a 2-hour Steam refund policy. Now he's full. So does that mean then that Phil doesn't have to fucking tell his audience it doesn't matter what game he plays for his Indies marathon because he knows himself now he can get a refund in 2 hours? Phil has told his audience that he can't afford fucking massively expensive games for his Indie marathon, even though he knows of the Steam refund policy.
I get a feeling he's going to refund every one of the games he plays. Like, and he'll just be like, whatever, those were good, guys, but I'm sure we could think of a better game for me to play later on. And then that day will never come.
He's definitely going to refund everything, but he's going to fucking pretend he didn't.
What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. So imagine you played Helldivers 2 for like 2 months, you got bored of it, you could just go get a refund right now. You shouldn't. You played it for a shitload, but they're just giving everyone their money back on Steam. What the hell? That's weird and unprecedented, right? Continuing on. There's now been over 100,000 negative reviews and climbing rapidly put against the game on Steam. The Steam is now getting review bombed. All right? And the community managers of Helldivers 2 are encouraging players to reach out and share their negative thoughts directly with Sony representation because apparently the people who made Helldivers 2 hate this decision about the PSN required login. They know it's killing their game and they don't want to see their great game now become a failure because Sony made this insanely bad decision.
It sounds like drama, Phil.
So there you go. Okay. That's it. That's okay. I had another screen grab here. It's actually the same exact information. So, wow, what a turn we have had. We went from Helldivers 2 being one of the most successful, unexpected indie darling games ever to within 5 days now becoming one of the most hated, crapped upon, downvoted, and I'm going to guess most refunded games ever in history. And I'm really wondering about this because if this is the case, all right, how on earth is this company going to continue to be successful? If everyone just decides they want their money back, right? That's fucked up. People have played this game now for months and enjoyed it. And yes, it's kind of messed up if you cannot continue to play it because you don't have a PSN account or whatever. But imagine if everyone just starts getting refunds. They just start mass requesting
chargebacks,
right? I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. Sounds pretty bad to me. And I guess it's one of these cases where really Sony botched it.
Sounds
I mean,
like
really blame the Helldivers devs. They have nothing to do with this. They don't want the PSN login requirement. They certainly don't need it. You know, why would they care? It's Sony that has this determination and enforcing this on the player base. And you know, I hate to say it, but there are some times when something happens that's just not the common occurrence, right? An anomaly. I really feel Helldivers 2 is an anomaly. It's time to make an exception, right? If they were to do the right thing, they would say, all right, listen, what we want is for this to be a community that's under the control of PlayStation Network so we can ban players who are hacking and doing abusive stuff. But you know what? If it's really going to have this much of an insane backlash and this kind of a problem for the entire Helldivers community, then we're going to err on the side of doing what's right for that community, and we're not going to enforce it. We're going to say, in this case, we'll make the exception. All right, okay, fine. But it seems like Sony, it's been 5 days since this announcement, and Sony hasn't changed their tune at all on this. So I don't know, right? Like, how does this work? Do you really think that this studio deserves to have all negative press about their game and everything because of a stupid Sony bureaucracy decision? And the thing is, I can understand why Sony wants to have this level of control.
If Sony put up the money for development, like if Sony put up the money for development, then, you know, it's kind of their game at the end, but, you know, it's not a bad thing for the artists to be proud of the work they've done.
I mean, I feel sorry for the Helldivers developers, but at the same time, they must have been aware of the agreement in place. And just because
yeah, like they're not, I can't see them like Sony like flipping it on the head like that, but who knows? Who knows? Stupid shit happens all the time. Maybe they'll be like Warner Brothers and just claim it as a loss or something.
I fucking hate it when Warner Bros. Does that. Happens all the fucking time.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Bureaucracy decision.
Yeah.
And the thing is, I can understand why Sony wants to have this level of control over the game. There's too many scumbags on Earth. And they just go into these games and they make racist accounts and they harass people and they really fuck with the way that a game's social aspect is supposed to operate. If we didn't have these social degenerates as part of our common populace creating these problems, you wouldn't...
You know, he's really loving the word degenerate lately. He uses that a whole lot, it seems.
Yeah.
It's a real fucking strong part of his lexicon of current terms he likes to fucking use. Degenerates, and he fucking uses it. He uses it all the time in fucking Street Fighter. I noticed that as well. All these fucking...
He's probably trying to like take back the word or something. He's like, we're not degenerates. You guys are the degenerates.
Give me a second here. I was going to this because I mean I know we're fucking massively behind, but I feel like fucking doing it, so fuck it. Where are we? What was I gonna do?
Button push.
So fuck it. Who wants to see Piece of Peace kick the shit out of Phil in Street Fighter?
Yeah.
Randomly. and see if I'll get all salty and toxic about it.
Fishing fuck.
Here comes a new challenger.
I matched with a Zangief, so I'm not sure if this is... yes, okay.
Here we go. This is Piece of Peace versus Phil.
Alright.
First of all...
How do I play this game? Okay.
Yeah. So this is Piece of Peace's perspective. You won't hear Phil yet. You only hear Piece of Peace's perspective in this fight.
Pattern combo.
And yes, Piece of Peace has custom guns. Don't question his tastes. So Piece of Peace is pretty good with Carrie.
I mean, he's been playing with her for quite a little while now, though, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Like, he doesn't put, like, tons of time into learning her, but...
He's 3-star diamond, so fairly high.
He's absorbed so much tech.
He knows how to play Zangief. Zangief is a grappler, so stay away from the grapples. Don't let Zangief get close to you. Look at all that button mashing going on at the bottom of the screen.
Oh, yeah! I just noticed that Peace has his button readouts.
Yeah. Look at us.
Wow, that's just being open and transparent.
Yep. Go on, Peace. Fuck him up. I think Phil catches him here a bit with a spinning fist or whatever, spinning back fist thing.
Spam and kick.
I think it comes up here. Like Phil has a chance to win, or just, you know, do some damage here.
Ooh.
There it is here. So I think it's coming up here where
like
Phil might get a comeback.
I mean, Geef does like massive damage.
If he catches you, yeah. And here it is, here's Phil's potential comeback.
Yeah. Like that spinning pile driver, that takes like half your life.
Oh, there's Peace there celebrating the win. See ya! Ooh. Fatality.
Big ups, Pops.
Pete, and he just fucking messing with Phil's point. Request rematch, request rematch, request rematch. Nah.
Okay. Look, I don't ever one and done, but I actually gotta go get dinner real quick. We'll watch it back super quick, and then I gotta okay.
Well, yeah, we'll watch
Another
it back.
great player.
Here's Phil's reaction to that fight. Let's see how Phil reacts to it.
What's up, Jade?
Alright, I'm gonna call out every fuck up that I do. Let's say.
It time earplugs.
Okay.
Well, what's Phil gonna say about the gameplay?
Do anything.
Oh, I can't do anything.
Can't do anything.
That was a conversion that I fucked up.
Free.
That was an easy conversion. That was a counter hit too.
Literally, look, they're not even playing the game. They're just waiting to play their rush pattern. That's it. They don't even play the game. You don't understand the game.
Okay, so I want to point out, because this dude's about to go off, so as Cammy, if you look up any sort of like matchup recommendations or whatever, you have to play this matchup at like mid-range, like around here, because if you play up close, he's gonna grab you.
Exactly. Exactly. That's Pete's just explained what I was going to fucking say. What is the fucking point? Phil's like all complaining that all this fucking Cammy's keeping a fucking distance. They're meant to. You're a fucking grappler. You can do amazing damage if you fucking get them in your grasp.
It's like in Elden Ring, his mage running up and using a greatsword.
Oh,
it's like, what are you doing?
It's just unbelievable that Phil's complaining about something which makes sense to do.
Game, look at this idiot.
That was an anti-air, that should have been.
Right.
Thank you, everybody. Thank you.
They don't even play. They don't even understand fighting games. They all walk forward. I'm just gonna keep mashing. It's gonna work because I'm camming.
Try more, Phil.
Look at this. Are you going to play a fighting game today?
I mean, I'm punching you and stuff, aren't I? I don't know. You like that counter hit confirm? That's right. He's teching a lot. You know, big ups, Dave. You learn how to tech a throw.
Run away like a bitch. Run away like a bitch. Run away like a bitch. You're afraid of Zangief? What is your problem?
I don't like big muscly men. I don't like big sweaty muscly men. I'm not like you, David. It's not built into me.
Yeah, I love them. Okay, guys.
What would Phil
That was
pay
a
for a
fuck up. That was a dive
6-star
kick.
Zangief card?
Luckily, I could just get another one.
Kick just stops everything I do. Okay, I pressed the button, so that's it.
Wait, that was a fuck up too. It was the one after this that I actually got. God, I'm so bad at this fucking game, dude. I really am.
Look out, peace. Phil's gonna get you here.
I'm like, you know what'll work? This'll work. See ya.
You can't stop it. Literally, Deep
Fucking
has an
asshole.
insanely huge hitbox. When she throws that out, you cannot react to it. If you try to block, you get thrown. If you try to duck, it still hits you. It's too laggy to react. She can literally do that the entire round against Zangief. I can't avoid it. I can't avoid it. It's a free hit. Yeah, kiss my fucking ass, you stupid bitch.
Aww.
Big rematch or cut out. Wasting my fucking time. Another degenerate. Another fucking degenerate.
I am a degenerate, though. He's right.
Literally, there's nothing you can do to any of that. It's just basic bullshit gameplay from Scrub.
Oh, cry more. Fucking complain about
God, the salt mine.
That was beautiful. Yeah, Phil likes to say degenerate a lot. That's definitely in his it's in his vocabulary quite a lot these days. We may have to add it
It's
to the
rising.
list. You know, it depends how often he says it during the podcast, not jazz, but degenerate could be up there for an next word to be added.
Might have to
We
take
didn't have these social
$30 in
degenerates.
tips off. Might have to take the $30 in tips off now that Minuteman's gone, so
yeah, definitely. That's
replace it with degenerate.
a possibility, for sure. Definite possibility.
With the way that a game's social aspect is supposed to operate. If we didn't have these social degenerates as part of our common populace creating these problems, you wouldn't need to have a PlayStation Network account to begin with. But I get it. Yeah, there's too many fucking degenerates out there who have nothing better to do with their time. They're just wastes of life, and thinking that they're harassing someone else as a way to get their jollies off is a valid use of their time. It's fucked up and unacceptable, all right? So this is just Sony trying to have their control over it, as appropriate. And I think the messed up situation here was that if you knew
Oh my
upfront,
God.
excuse me, from the get-go, that this game that you were getting into and you were dedicating all this time to learn and to play and to get with your friends and hang out and have this social experience with, if you knew that game was going to be PlayStation Network required at the beginning, then this wouldn't have been an issue. But they removed the requirement. You didn't need it, so people never thought that it was going to come back. They're like, oh, they removed it, okay. And now 3 months down the road, there's this requirement. It doesn't seem to make much sense, does it? Right? It just doesn't to me. Like, it seems like Sony, if they knew it was good for them, would be like, all right, this is an exception. This doesn't happen all the time. But this is just a game that got virally popular, tons of people playing it, didn't need the requirement at first. Let's just make the exception. It is what it is. People just have to accept the fact that there may be abuse and stuff in the game. There's nothing that Sony can do to interject themselves into that. It's just got to be, dealt with as much as possible by the game devs themselves, I guess, internally, if they can. Who even knows? But I just feel like it should have been an exception. And it's like Sony's unwilling to budge on this right now. They're just like, no, we just said it, and that's it. We're stepping back, and too bad. Deal with it. Like, well, people are dealing with it. Just not the way that you want. You don't want over 100,000 negative reviews, thousands of people requesting refunds and climbing, and people panning your game. I mean, this is absolutely stupid. So, I don't know. What's going to happen? I told you, I'm going to keep following this story. This is the third day we're talking about it, and it's just getting worse. It's certainly not getting any better. Every time we talk about the story, it's getting worse, right? It's like, oh my God. I hope there's some kind of and I'm decompressing my back right now if you're wondering what I'm doing. I hope there's some kind of a resolution.
Hey, Steve, look at Phil decompressing his back. Why couldn't Steve just do that and he would have fucking fixed all his back problems? I don't get it. Steve, you could have learned from Phil here. You go step 1, go to Seattle. Step 2, get a computer chair. Free, decompress. And then all is well with the world. Oh, that's a good question, D-Dog. Does this count as a stand-up? You know, it kind of, you know what? Aye. It is actually kind of standing up. To actually be able to do this, you do kind of need to be standing up, kind of.
Burger. Yeah, he's using his thigh areas. I don't even know if they're muscles at this point.
Put it this way, he is not being supported by a chair right now. He's been supported by his legs and his noodle-ass arms. So yeah, I'm counting that as him standing up because his buttocks are no longer being supported by the chair.
Because the game certainly doesn't deserve this, and the game community doesn't deserve this. This is a stupid corporate decision. And I just hate to say it, but let's be honest, it really is a bunch of corporate decisions that are ruining gaming right now, right? It's the corporate decision of Bethesda to fuck up their whole studio and make it so they can't develop games fast enough, so they have no game out when the Fallout show comes out. It's the fucked up decisions of studios like EA or Ubisoft that ruin their games. It's the fucked up decisions of Blizzard, Activision, right? Laying off employees, Take-Two, laying off entire parts of their studio that made successful games because they just want games that print money rather than are good artistic experiences under their umbrella. It's like, enough is enough. Why do we keep letting rich people sitting in a fucking boardroom who are out of touch with what people want dictate what people get?
And ultimately, that is primarily, I think it comes back to what I said earlier on. Phil is just envious of financially successful people, they being better off than him.
Yeah.
And he's not happy that I fucking have more money than him. He thinks they're incompetent, he thinks they're dumb fucks, and yet, and he's like, oh, they made this mistake, they made that mistake, and yet they have more money than I do. That's not fair.
But, I mean, also, he's sitting there while making like $100,000 a year, and like, this is his boardroom. This is his boardroom that he.
Did you spell board B-O-R-E-D by any chance?
Yeah, maybe.
Thank you.
I'm really lost.
A little bit of both.
Why do we keep doing this? Why do we allow this to happen? Right? We're the ones who speak with our wallets and with our voices, so we should. We should stop allowing the big companies to do this kind of behavior. We have to. We can't just let them do whatever they want and stomp all over the studios and the people, or it's just going to get worse. Every game is going to be a big schlock fest, So anyway, I mean, it's just like story after story these days. Another corporate bigwig makes a stupid decision, and now everyone's pissed. Well, this is like the 14th time we've had this story since the beginning of the year. At what point do we say, okay, we get it. The management are fucked up. Why are they management? What are the shareholders thinking? Because the shareholders are people who own stock in these companies, and when you see disasters like this, right? It's like, why would you want those people in power? Shareholders have a lot of power. They can actually vote to have people thrown off the boards and stuff. They should. They should be like, what the fuck are you doing? The game is printing money for us, and now you're fucking it all up? What are you, stupid? I don't know. Anyway, that's DSP news for today. That is not what I wanted to click on. I wish that we had better news for you, but we don't. That's all that's going on right now, okay?
Ally side,
okay.
Phil.
All right,
Safe
so guys,
space.
those are the topics I wanted to cover today. We have a couple shout outs to do, and if more contributions come in on this stream, I'll shout them out. And again, if you contribute to the stream right now, this helps the React show. So please, if you want to, support, please do.
Ooh,
it would really help us go over there and have a solid start. What happened last week was actually the podcast did quite slow, and then we got to the React show, it just continued on slow. And I was like, oh, this is not good. I really hope the React show support does stay consistent. We had one slow week last week. I don't want that. I like doing the React show. I do. I love DSP versus the internet. I think it's a really cool show. I don't want to see it fall by the wayside now. So please consider supporting. Okay. All right. Jordan did the first super chat of the day and said, nominate Stardew Valley. Jordan really wants to see me play Stardew Valley during the upcoming Indies marathon event. And again, I'm not opposed to that. I already own it. I bought it many, many years ago, and I played it in a similar Indies event. I believe that one was held during like a summertime or something like that. And I haven't played it since, so I'm sure by then probably the game's had like 1 million updates and stuff like that. So I'd be okay with that. But be sure.
Oh, it's had 1 million updates, you say, Phil? That's an interesting fucking
number.
Way. Yeah, it's had 1 million updates, eh? So I can think of why that'd be a very interesting number.
Jesus!
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, 6 million. 6 million. That's a pretty interesting number, isn't it? 6 million. Well, guess what? You're wrong. It didn't happen. You're making it up, right? You make that shit up. No, how about this? Banned. Gone forever. Because I don't put up with your fucking bullshit.
Now that was good. Now that was a fucking good one.
The bar's being raised.
That's too fucking good every time.
I love it. I love it.
It'll never get old.
Just their reactions, like realizing what was just about to start happening.
I mean, the best part of that is definitely Steve.
So
like Steve, fucking his bad back probably got fucked up even worse by just fucking falling off his chair. Like probably worse. You know what I mean? But
absolutely.
The reaction Steve has sells it for me. That's a clincher. Just him fucking realizing what was fucking said. Anyway, so we're doing the bad in the bingo card. Keep in mind, there's still plenty of the podcast to go. We are still 40 odd minutes behind the end of the podcast. Oh. I know, it's crazy.
To nominate it, if you're interested, again, if you want to nominate games for the indie event, type in !indies in the chat. the link will pop up. Or if you're not watching this live, it's just on the community tab of DSP Gaming's channel page. Scroll down and you will find this thread from like a few days ago where you can nominate indie games. Okay. All right, cool. Let's see here.
If people want us to end very quickly, just link the stream like another 500 times. Give us all the free space as possible.
Yeah.
Lady Charisma has tipped $2 and says, when I submit videos, I try to send in something clips. I try to send in interesting clips, even if some videos are longer. I know that at least we'll get some good discussion going, like the DRM video from last week. An example from this week is a video on Fallout to show how far mods have come to update the 360 era Fallouts. Well, there you go. Cool. Thank you, Lady Charisma, with the first tip of the week.
You don't have anything to say about the fucking things you just talked about? You don't want no further point to expand upon? You're gonna say thanks for the money, dummy, and move the fuck on?
It's incredible.
First tip of the week. First tip of the day. First tip of the day. Not first tip of the... I guess technically today's Sunday, so that would be considered the first tip of the week, actually. There you go.
Based on what, Phil?
I'm actually a believer. I'm the Sunday is the first day thing. I don't know why.
But it isn't really.
It's just... I mean... calendars could be just redrawn at any different point, and
I mean,
they'd be like, all right, now you're...
If you're like a Christian or a Catholic or whatever, then I guess going by that belief, but it's not really the first day of what, based on that faith, and fair enough, Although, I mean...
I guess. I was raised Christian, I guess, but...
There you go. I mean, so was I, but there you go. I'm an each to their own kind of guy. I'm not much of a person of faith, but... I don't know.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Yeah, I'm with you on that.
As long as you don't fucking want to fucking destroy our people and fucking each their own, if you like what you like.
Excellent.
Just don't mention the Crusades.
Okay, so far, that's what I've got for contributions, all right?
Hooray, Phil, thank you.
Oh.
Your first tip of the day and your only tip of the fucking day.
So, if anyone contributes, thank you. It'll count towards the reaction and it would help a lot. But in the meantime, what I will do is I'll open up the chat to some Q&A and let's see what you guys what you would like to talk about. Right? Cool. What do you guys want to discuss today?
Minutes of Q&A. 40 upcoming minutes of Q&A. We're just gonna let him cook. Let him cook. We can't afford to fucking stall too much.
Joel lost this tomorrow. We'll either hear Sony's downscaling everything in Helldivers 2 because of the massive exodus, or the miraculous post-Easter resurrection with them going back on their decision. It'll be wild. I guess we'll see. That's another thing too. If the amount of support for Helldivers 2 is about to drop, a lot of people are refunding. People are not going to play it anymore. They're probably going to say, well, guess what? Don't do the roadmap of updates you were going to do, because now the player base is going to go away, so there's no point in putting that much time and effort into it, which is pretty messed up to think about, right? Would I ever apply to work at a game company? In what regards or response? Like, number one, I'm not a developer. I don't know anything about coding or anything like that.
And why do you fucking pretend to know all of this shit? Oh my god, Phil. You've run your mouth all the goddamn time. You spout all this pish all the fucking time about the fucking things that game developers are doing wrong. They're making the wrong games wrong. They're fucking programming it badly. You act like some sort of authority. Or some fucking, person of expertise. When you fucking give us bullshit diatribe of fucking bullshit information that you spew forth towards your audience on a fucking daily basis. And when somebody actually asks you, would you work for a gaming company? Phil's like, I don't know what I'm talking about. Like, then stop fucking pretending like you do know what you're talking about, Phil.
I wouldn't be able to do that. I mean, could I come up with concepts for a good game? Probably. But typically it's people who have been in the industry for a long time who get into those roles. They don't just hire someone from an outside perspective as someone who's going to be like a consultant on a game's scope or range or what a game should be, right? I'm also not well respected or regarded in the gaming community at all because of the insane amount of trolls that I have on the internet. So I don't see how on earth I would ever get hired for a game company in any capacity. I don't know what I would be doing. Cleaning the toilets? No, I don't want to be a janitor for Take-Two Interactive. So probably not.
That's Phil, you are
face twitch.
You are extremely underqualified to fucking be a janitor for Take-Two Interactive. You would not fucking
There was a micro expression there.
Let's see if we can find it.
Take-Two Interactive. So probably not.
Right there.
Yeah, I see it. I see one of those kind of, internal snorts.
I've been watching Lie to Me with Tim Roth. I love Tim Roth, and like, yeah, it's so I yeah. Nice.
Let's get you a wee screenshot of that. Why not?
Look at that. That's perfect.
It's like a combination of corner demon and something else. Uncertain corner demon. I love
It's
how
the one that's been rotting for the last 8 years. It's the ghost of Leanna and things that could have been.
I love how I'm like, you know, we're fucking miles behind, let's just fucking let him cook. I was like, oh, wait a second, I made a funny face. Like, let's pause. Let's get that shit going. Let me just send it direct to you as well. Oh, for God's sake, Tacozilla made something of, remember this image here? Phil, so Tacozilla has made something from that image. Are you ready to see it? This is what Tacozilla's made.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Bravo. Bravo, Taco.
I did challenge him, to be fair.
Tacozilla.
I did challenge Tacozilla, to be fair, to try and make something out of that, and yeah, they rose to the occasion.
That's beautiful.
Oh, fucking shout out to the fucking Cleveland clinic, I guess. Me. Cheers, Tacozilla, as always.
That's cool. Princess Consuela says it is official. All the mods for Fallout 4, PC, and console all work now. So they fixed them all. I wonder if that means that Fallout London project will now be back underway. Because remember, it was supposed to come out soon, and then this mod or this update basically killed the project. But now maybe they'll fix it. That'll be good. Oh, Barrel Shroud says, so much for democracy. They limit access for half of the planet. It's true. It's a game about spreading democracy. It's a parody. It's a joke. But that's the thing, the point. And then, oh, by the way, half of you can't play it. Oh, that's funny. Joel Loft says, RoboCop was a nice surprise. I'm actually going to check out their underrated Terminator game, which is also great, apparently. Is this something you would check out? I don't know. Some people wanted me to, and if it was accessible for me, I don't even know where it is. I didn't even know about it. I know people told me when I was playing RoboCop, they'd also made a Terminator game, but I was like, all right, you know, I like the RoboCop game, but I don't know if the Terminator one is up to snuff, right?
Oh, it's almost like you could Google
I'm about
reviews.
to sneeze. If you guys give me a second, I can blow my nose. I'll be right back. I just paused the recording. I really feel like I'm about to sneeze.
He's actually paused
Son of a
OBS.
bitch, he would have stood up.
Yeah, we stood up anyway, so there you go. Let's listen out. Can we hear the sneeze? Huh. Thank God he paused the recording now. Still alive, but we're still playing.
Oh my god. Mr. Burnell?
Oh, hopefully that fixes that. All right. Okay, here we go. Okay, I'm back. Tubs asked, how many games are allowed to be nominated for the Indies Marathon? There is no limit. You can nominate as many as you want, but just keep in mind, if you pick up a post like 17, 18, 19, 20 games, I'm going to probably have difficulty counting all of them and following them, you know, especially if you're going to nominate games that no one else ever heard of and no one's going to also nominate. Remember, it's not just that the game got nominated, it's that it got nominated by enough people that it made it to the final poll. So if you nominate Joe Splamoni's Adventures of Manhole Cover Throwing, and only one person has ever played the game and will ever play it, it's not going to make it to the marathon regardless if you nominated him. Okay, you see what I'm saying? You got to find games that other people will also back you up on. I have no enemies. Good morning. Even though another Crab Treasure has some wonkiness, are you loving it? I like it. I'm not going to say I love it. There are times when I'm genuinely enjoying myself with the exploration, platforming, and some combat aspects. There are some times when genuinely the game is pissing me off as well, which I guess is part of the Souls-like formula. There are control tweaks I'll be using tomorrow to supposedly make it more responsive, and if that is the case, then maybe I'll like the game a lot more. I guess we're going to find out. Okay? All right. How long will I play with Zangief until I try a new character? I think you're doing an amazing job of learning new characters. It could be fun. Right now, I want to get Zangief to Master. Once we get Zangief to Master, then we see what's going on. I can tell you this. I'm definitely playing Akuma. When Akuma comes out on May 22nd, I'm checking him out, and I'm playing with that character. So that, at the latest, that's when I'll be using a new character. But for now, I feel like I need to spend every moment I'm playing Street Fighter 6 trying to get Zangief to Master because I'm running out of time. You know, I want to get hit Master before this update comes out. So. That's right.
Ooh,
Akuma,
one
baby.
barrel.
Akuma, baby. Still don't know what that means, or why like I said like that ages ago on my Xbox 360 for, message that I got. Joel says, if Sony sticks to this decision with Helldivers 2, they can still remedy the situation by either putting Helldivers 2 also on Xbox consoles or by making the game available to all PlayStation Plus subscribers. There you go. Akuma, baby.
Shut the fuck up!
Oh my god.
Spelunky 2. Telltale's talking about Spelunky 2. He thinks that I would like the game. I never played the Spelunky game, right? I didn't play the first one either. No, I don't think so. So that's an indie title I'm familiar with the name of, but I've never experienced. Maybe now this would be the time for it. Now it would make sense, right? Excuse me. It's a rogue light? Oh boy. You know me and roguelikes. Oh, I'm so in love with them.
Jesus Christ.
Boss. Yeah, I don't know. Joel asks, what about Deponia? They're older point-and-click adventure games. I guess. Again, I don't know. You guys know better than me. I don't know anything about PC indies. I've heard names dropped, but I don't play them. So, I don't know. You tell me. That's the whole idea of the nominations and voting process, right? Wade Mill says, context, the guy beat you with his Akuma. I guess he was feeling himself and decided to send you that Akuma baby message. Is that true? The way I see it is like, that was back in the day when it was called friend request ridicule. And I would just open my inbox on Xbox Live, on the 360 era, so we're talking like 15 years ago, and there'd just be a million messages in there, right? And I'd be like, what the hell? And so I would, I'll just play whatever was in there. And sometimes it was interesting, and sometimes it was the stupidest shit ever. And that was just, Akuma, baby! What does that even mean? Do you like Akuma? Did you beat me with Akuma? I don't know. I didn't recognize the name, right? Oh, man, I feel like I'm sneezing.
He's trying to get that.
Oh, God.
He's trying to get that going again. Hugh.
Oh.
He sneezed again. And I guess I'll reward people by showing it full screen. I don't think he got to pause streaming time. Let's see.
Do you like Akuma? Did you beat me with Akuma? I don't know. I didn't recognize the name, right? Oh, man, I feel like I'm going to sneeze again. Shit. Oh, God.
For God's sake. It's such a weird old man
How did it look in the
sneeze.
monitor?
Yeah. It's such a weird old man sneeze.
That's honestly the best thing to come out of his head in the last, 16 years, probably.
I'm rewinding it frame by frame. So, this must be, this was, the height of it, I think. The release. Jesus.
My God.
God, he's
That
such
hair.
a weird looking prick. He's such an odd looking individual.
It's thin. It's starting to thin out. I mean, mine is too. I'm 40 in a couple months here or something. So it's my hair's starting to.
$5 back, jabroni. Oh no!
But it is so weird. He's losing it in patches. It looks like, or it's gonna go in patches.
He's not aging gracefully. That's what I'm sure.
No.
Oh.
Agreed. Flathead.
Sorry. Excuse me, everybody. And I even blew my nose. It's still tickling me. My left nostril is still tickling me. What is going on? All right, hold on a second. I'm going to try this again. My nose is still tickling me.
So that wasn't paused before. He's paused it now so he can fucking try again.
Oh my God. Oh.
Man, if it gives us more snorts, I'm happy.
Yeah.
I might speed up to 1.75.
Yeah. This is
brutal.
This is bad.
Yeah. To be fair, we derailed ourselves quite a bit. With
nonsense. Yeah.
I was like, hey, let's watch some piece of fucking Street Fighter shenanigans, and let's go over here and check out this funny thing. I was like, wait, how
road trips are all right.
How did we end up so far behind?
Oh, I know. I'm not built for this, you guys.
Oh, God, okay.
I'm not used to these
I hope that's
3
it.
hour streams.
Sorry about that, everybody. Okay. Okay, I'm back again. Ooh, I'm sorry, and I hope that I don't keep seizing like that. That sucked. Okay, I received a $5 tip from Handsome Tuna Roll. Happy Cinco de Mayo to Phil and Cat. Are you getting a chicken burrito tonight? No. When you were filming your podcast with the camera and with the camera off and just a slideshow, could you show us what you were doing? Were you slouching in the love seat on your phone, laying down with your legs up, looking at the ceiling? Thanks. Huh? What a weird request. So hold on a second here.
Stop troll tipping.
I have to explain everything that they just said because you guys probably have no idea what that even meant, right? That's funny that I have a tip and I have to give you guys prerequisite qualifying information, right? About what he's saying. Okay, so, excuse me. So back in the day, before I had a podcast called the Level 1 Podcast, before I even had a podcast called the Pre-Stream Podcast, I used something that I called the Pre-Stream. What this would be is I would turn on my stream, okay? And while the pre-roll was on, or whatever you want to call it, which was it was this basically. Only back then, it was more ads. You would see ads for the merch that I used to sell, right? Or ads for my other channels, stuff like that. It wasn't all just art like this. There was more advertisement and stuff like that, okay? So this kind of stuff would roll for an extended period of time. Right now you see this for maybe, I turn the stream on between 10:45 to 11 a.m. and the show started by 11:15. So at most you'll see maybe, 15, 20 minutes of that. But there's music playing. It's the remixes that we talked about yesterday on the show with my voice in them and stuff like that. It gives the audience an opportunity to sit down and get ready for the show, much like if you're in a movie theater and has things running in the beginning before you sit down for the main event. Similar thing. So anyway, what would happen then is, basically, instead of me having a podcast like I'm doing right now, it would be me sitting here talking to the microphone, covering all the information that I cover right now, and many other things as well. But it wasn't as, basically the show did not have the organization that it has now. It didn't have segments that were organized as like a show. It was more just kind of a very informal thing to do. In general, the show would not last nearly as long as the podcast does today. It would be a shorter thing because a lot of the times I never have a lot to talk about, and I would rush into gameplay. All right, this show now has a consistent audience of anywhere from 500 to over 1,000 viewers a day, depending on the subject matter, just on me. In addition to the hundreds of people that are here every day to see this show live. Okay, so there's a lot of people who like the show and watch it, and they like the format and they like the different segments and things like that. So when the show was way more informal and wasn't really a podcast per se, but it was just known as the pre-stream. All right, I would sit here and talk with you guys, and basically what I would do is sit here and I would look at the chat and talk with you guys directly in the chat, or I would, if there was something else I was talking about and I need to open it up or whatever, I would open it up, right, on the laptop or something like that. You know, what else did I do? Like, how was I laying around? Did I have my legs up or whatever? Was I relaxing? Sometimes, you know, this was before this chair. It was before the other chair was when there was a love seat here. The thing was, if I were to like lay down, like let's say I was on the love seat, if I lay back, you couldn't really hear me on the mic well. So I really couldn't relax when I was doing the pre-stream like that. I had to more like just be kind of upright and sitting like this, you know what I'm saying? Anyway.
That's exactly how you sit now, though.
Yeah.
I couldn't do that back then, but it's exactly what I do right now.
Guys, the one good thing about this is that we're going to get a lot of fucking free spaces or snorts because we are going up an incredibly fast rate.
No doubt.
You know, guys,
Yeah,
as annoying,
it's on the rise.
As annoying as the story is, we are getting a lot of free spaces for snorts.
What ended up happening was, I mean, I did that for a while, right? I did it. Those pre-streams were a consistent thing for a long time, but people didn't like them. They basically, the feedback that I received was that it was impersonal. Phil, if you're going to sit there and talk before your gameplay starts, we want to see you. We want it to look like we're having a conversation with you. We prefer if it was a more formal thing. Right now, we're literally sitting there and you're talking to us, but all we're seeing is this. And that's boring. We don't want to see a slideshow for an hour, right? We want to see you. We want it to feel like it's a piece of content that you're putting effort into putting out. So I listened to your feedback, and over time I determined you're right. What I should do is convert that pre-stream into a formal show called the podcast. I would actually schedule the podcast for a certain start time and an estimated end time, so people knew, hey, if you're here for the gameplay, don't come early enough to watch the podcast, right? Come by later when the podcast is over. And now we'll get your set 3 or more hours of gameplay, rather than sitting here and bitching that I'm doing a pre-stream every day, which is what happened. A lot of people got whiny about it. Like, oh, he's doing a pre-stream. Why does he just get to gameplay like all the other streamers? And the answer is because the other streamers literally sit there having social interactions with their chat for hours on end and barely focus on the game because they didn't do a pre-stream. They don't get the topics out of the way. Instead, they just have this permeate all of their content. So they're sitting there trying to play, and all they get is a million questions about something else, right? Imagine if the Fallout TV show is all the rage, right? 2-3 weeks ago. And someone boots up a game, an unrelated game, but the first hour of their gameplay, all they get are questions about the Fallout TV show. So literally, they're making no progress. They can't even concentrate on what they're doing. That's what I would have faced if I never did a pre-stream or a pre-stream podcast. So that's why I wanted to do it that way. My content's a little different. That way, when we start the game, we can focus on the game, right? Imagine if I went to do my react show today. I can't do the react show because people keep asking me questions about unrelated stuff. Like, what? You see? So...
But Phil, the thing is, though, you say you get... Oh, for fuck. Hold on.
My God! What's up?
Thank you very much to Ira for the super chat, who says the feedback was get on with it and be normal. Pretty much, aye. But also Phil these days,
Good luck.
He derails his own content by fucking begments. How often the Phil's got a slow fucking stream reminding his audience and derailing his stream, derailing the gameplay, derailing the audience's fucking attention, and by saying to them, by the way guys, you're no fucking giving me money today. You want to fucking day something like that?
And then that always segues into how the trolls are going to use the video clips against him to make him look bad. So it's the start of a rabbit hole.
It really is. This fucking self-manufactured fucking drama. He knows what he's fucking doing when he fucking begs. He knows he's like, oh, I don't like to fucking
Well, he's just starting to plant the seeds, and then a couple days later he's like, oh yeah, I said this, and guys, you should give me money for that.
The fact that fucking Fallout 4 is under threat of a wage quit already to getting doomed to relegation to the fucking night streams, even though attendance was high, engagement was high, the fucking chat was all 400 people in a stream chat for a day stream. You know what I mean? To fucking watch.
That's pretty good, consistent.
Yeah, and the views as well on demand, pretty decent, kind of average for what, you know, it's not below par. The only thing that was different was the amount of fucking money he got, and it's immediately onto fucking threats.
Yeah. Anyway, that's why I did it. So yeah, what would I do during that time? It depended on what I was talking about. If I was having a conversation with people, I'd be reading the chat. If it was something like news, I need to read something, I would directly read news stories right off my phone. Sometimes I would be more laid back and relaxed. It all depended, right? Depending on what we were doing. So there you go. Now today, you know what I'm doing. I'm here on camera the entire time, right? It's just the evolution. That's what it is. I'm happy that I get positive feedback from my audience because it allows me to improve over time and become a better person and a better content creator. If I didn't get that feedback, that people wanted more, make it more professional, make it so that we see you, make it so that we have this level of interaction rather than just sounding like someone's talking, but we have to stare at these stupid slides, right? If I didn't get that feedback, maybe I never would have changed it and it wouldn't have gotten better and it wouldn't have gotten the following that I had, right? So that's good. I'm glad that I've improved. Okay. Let's see here.
Snort away, baby. Snort away.
Bonus 101 sent me $5. Thank you so much.
Snort coin
I
to
nominated
the
City
moon.
Girl or Shantae and the Seven Sirens for the upcoming Indie Marathon. Well, I hope, please put that into the thread. I know of both of those games. I've heard good things about both of those games. I would hope that more people would nominate those games so that they have a chance to be played and get to that final poll that'll be going up in about a week and a half. So thank you so much, Ponies, for the support and for the suggestion. They sound good. I believe River City Girls.
Oh, sound good.
Burger.
There we go.
Hey.
So let's have a quick recap of what's happening. Currently,
We got 6 free spaces now, right?
Yeah, we have, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 8 spaces, so basically we need 2 more. We are 2 away from a full house because we have 8 blank spaces.
I can't believe he hasn't said that being said or FYI yet, or nonsense really with that YouTube shit.
Hilarious.
Like Streets of Rage, pretty much,
Yeah.
right? And the Shantae game has been around for the longest time, right? It's been a side-scrolling action platformer, and I mean that ages back to 20 years, I think, if I remember correctly. They used to have like Game Boy Advance and shit. I mean that's been around for a very long time. Jedi Dad asks, do you ever get tired of streaming? 16 years is a long time, okay? Let me put it this way: I don't get tired of streaming. All right, I like streaming. When I started to feel burnt out was around 2016, because until 2017 came around, I was not an interactive streamer at all. I was someone who, from the years of 2008 to 2013, only made offline content, on-demand videos. Then, as streaming got more popular and people wanted direct capture, I upgraded my setup, and when I started doing that direct capture live streaming, I treated it as if the audience wasn't even there. I ignored the audience for the most part. I left the moderation to my moderation team, and I just sat here focusing on the games as if it was just me in the room playing a game and no one was watching. And that was a huge mistake. That was a huge opportunity for interaction, social development, and making the streams more interesting based on interaction with me rather than the game. For years, I ignored that, right? So around 2016, I did get bored. I felt like I had stagnated and there wasn't much going on in the realm of me getting anything more interesting out, so I started becoming a split guy. Half the time I was doing the gameplay, and the other half I was doing edited videos for the KO Gaming channel. And that did work. The KO Gaming channel did absolutely work. It got tons of views. It got attention on YouTube. It hit the algorithm. One of the videos went viral. It got over 1 million views. So it was definitely a formula that worked. But ultimately, YouTube killed the idea when they, number 1, demonetized the channel for no good reason. And number 2, the apocalypse hit anyway, making it impossible to make a living on just on-demand videos alone, regardless. And so in 2017, I changed my entire mentality as a content creator and I became an interactive streamer. 7 years later, I can tell you, it was the best decision I've ever made. I absolutely love being here on stream with all of you. So when you say, well, you've been around for 16 years, aren't you bored? Well, first of all, from 2008 to 2013, I did one kind of content. Then from 2013 to 2017, I did a different kind of content. From 2017 to now, I'm doing a different kind of content. So really, I've only been doing what I'm doing for 7 years. Okay? What I can tell you is during the 7 years, no, I'm legitimately not getting bored. Why? Because I'm a variety creator. Yes, I play games, but I play a big variety of games, right? I play Souls-likes or actual official Soulsborne games. I play fighting games. I play shooters. I play RPGs, whether Western, Eastern. I play a ton of different RPGs. I play narrative-based games. I play all these different things. Now in the last year, I started reacting to stuff on a clip show. I've also reacted to long-form content, right? I now have a throwback channel where we can watch my classic playthroughs and enjoy those. Because I do all these different things, never does it feel stagnant at all when I'm playing this stuff. It just feels fun because I'm always bouncing between variety. In addition, because I am a variety creator, I have a wide variety of viewers from all over the world who are tuning in for different reasons. Someone might be watching the podcast now but have no interest in my stuff for the rest of the day. I might have someone who's not interested in the podcast but will watch just the React show. Tomorrow when I go to play games again, more people might come back who aren't interested in today's React Day. People might watch the Souls-like stuff but not the fighting games, or might watch the fighting games but not the RPGs, or maybe they watch the RPGs and the fighting games but they don't like the Souls-like stuff. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm a variety creator, it allows me at all times to have different people coming in. I would say it's like a revolving door in the front of a big skyscraper or a department store. People are coming in, enjoying what they like, coming out, but then they come back in again when something else is in there that they like, and that's good. It's not always exactly the same group of regulars every single day to watch every single thing. You come by when what you like is featured, right? And that's very, very different from a lot of other creators that have this one kind of focus or only have this one viewer base that come by to watch everything they do. I have a viewer base that come by to watch specifically what they like. And it's very different. That's why I'm not bored, because there's so much variety and I see different people at different times. I have a lot of fun with that. So there you go.
Son of a bitch. You didn't say a single one of those words.
Yeah, but still, we are 5
That was
slots away.
such an opportunity.
We're 5 slots away from yet another free space.
Well, let's see here. I received a $5.01 tip from the big dog.
Oh, could you roll that back real quick?
What is it you want
I
to
think
see?
Azir twitched again.
Probably.
I think Azir twitched again.
We're at 1.75 speed, remember, so it might twitch fast.
Oh, let's see here. I received.
It happened there.
Yeah, maybe.
I did. I actually saw it. I'll slow it down for you, since I know you kind of like these things because you're weird.
Yeah,
let's see.
it's good character study.
So it happens. It happens kind of right before he starts talking. Keep an eye on it. There it is.
Look at that motherfucker go.
Yeah, you see that little, thing pop up and down there. Then it goes up, so and then it goes down.
That's so fucked up. I can't believe I caught that. It's weird.
You caught that at 1.75 speed. What is impressive?
it's my animator brain. Like,
yeah. Let's go back to 1.75. This is how fast it happened.
I received a $5.01 tip from the big dog. For the casual gamers among us, can you explain what about Street Fighter V was bad? I thought that 5's V triggers were a poor MVC 3 X Factor ripoff. I don't think it ruined the game or anything. Also, I did email you, like you said, but I still can't chat or comment. Oh, you did? When did you email me? Because it might have hit my spam folder. If you just emailed me and I didn't get it, because I don't think I did, probably in my spam folder. Sadly, a lot of stuff hit my spam folder.
Who fucking cares?
Let's see.
Fuck you, Phil.
I'm just scrolling through quickly just to see.
Fuck you and your friends.
Shut up! Oh my
I don't see
God.
anything. I guess it depends on when you email me. Email me again, and if I know that it's coming, right? If I know that it's coming, I can keep my eyes peeled. If I don't see it in my inbox, then I can check my spam folder. I don't see it now, and I'm going back like 2 days. So more than likely, it's clogged in there. You know what I'm saying?
Like your wife's arteries.
Anyway, email me again. I'll take a look. Sorry that I missed it. So Big Dog wants to know, what was it that I didn't like about Street Fighter V? Okay. Man, there was a lot to not like about Street Fighter V if you were a longtime fan of the series. The thing is, if you weren't a longtime fan of the series, you probably had no concept of why that game wasn't good. I mean, there's a million things I can describe. I'm going to try to summarize. Okay, number one, when the game was originally developed, all right, they developed it to have insane amounts of input lag because they felt that the online gameplay wasn't going to be good enough to hold up to a modern fighting game. So they purposefully made it so everything in the game had massive delay. All right, when all the moves had more delay than any other fighting game ever, it just makes it not really fun to play or competitive instead of being able to react to what your opponent is doing. So I'll give you an example. If a game has very little input delay, it means that when you push the button, what you do almost instantly comes out in the game. When a game has a lot of input delay, it means when you push the button, there's a delay between when you push and something happens in the game. Okay? So let's say, for example, you are Ryu, and your opponent is Ken, and Ken jumps at you, and you see him jumping, and immediately say, I'm going to hit him out of the air with a Shoryuken. So then you input the Shoryuken, press the button, boom, it comes right out, knocks him right out of the air. You successfully hit Ken with an anti-air Shoryuken. That's core gameplay of Street Fighter. Okay? But it relies on the input delay being low enough that when you see Ken jumping, you have the time to do the input it, the game registers it, and will give you the Shoryuken to blast him out of the air. In Street Fighter V, the input delay was so bad at launch that basically certain things were super easy to get away with abusing. Certain attacks were just, you couldn't really do much about them because by the time you saw the attack and you tried to do something about it, it wouldn't come out in time. Okay? And again, this is because of the online component of the game. They felt that having that input delay innately designed into the game would make it so that even if the online play lagged, no one really noticed because the game already had this delay in it. I know that sounds really stupid because it is. It's one of the boneheaded, most dumb gameplay decisions they ever made in a fighting game, but they did design the game around that. Now, competitive fighters hated this and absolutely demanded that it be fixed. And within about a year to a year and a half, through their seasonal changes, they did fix it. They dramatically reduced input delay. So now, when you press the button, your move will come out a lot faster, and it made it so that the game was a lot more skillful rather than based on prediction. Because that's really the problem. When you have a game that has that much delay in it, it becomes more about predicting and playing a pattern than playing in an intelligent way. Because let's be honest, if you can see something happen and react to it, that depends on hand-eye coordination, skill, speed of recognition in your brain. That's all something you can train and level up. But when you can't do that, when it's too slow, you just end up finding patterns that beat everything. Oh, I know what to do. I just do this one pattern, and literally you can't react to it, so it just kind of traps you in the corner, and I just do it again, and there's always a chance that something will hit, and if it hits, I get a giant reward, and that's the game. Like, literally, that was Street Fighter V. Street Fighter V was guessing patterns, and just throwing them out there and hope they hit, and if they don't, go to the next pattern, because no one could react to anything. Now, after a while, they fixed the game. I say after 2-3 years of this game being out, they did patch it enough that now the responsiveness was repaired. The problem is you design the entire game around pattern play. So even though you could respond to things, the game really wasn't meant to be played like that. And so there were some people, for example, I remember there was this video of a Guile player, and the Guile player was reacting to everything his opponent was doing. If the opponent would throw a fireball, he would low one super that would immediately blow through it, instantly knock him on his ass, right? Or the opponent would try to jump, he would dash under, kick from behind for a giant combo. And like everyone's commenting on the video, oh my god, this is like the best player ever. I was like, dude, that's basic Street Fighter gameplay. That's like in Street Fighter 2 in the 90s, that's how you would play the game at a basic entry level. And this is what people thought was like the most mind-blowing top-tier gameplay of Street Fighter 5, because the game was dog shit.
My level.
It never was meant to play like Street Fighter. It was meant to play like some kind of a new fighter for a new generation who just want to play with online lag. It was shit, okay? Now, like I said, they did change it and fix it over time, but literally the first 3 to 4 years of the game's existence were awful. And it didn't make sense. Oh, we had to wait 4 years for the game to be good. Then why did you play it for 4 years? Were you stupid? You should have never played it. Capcom would have made better games. Instead, people kept playing it, buying every single seasonal update, getting every single character in the game, dropping more money into the game, keep playing tournaments, keep streaming the game. The game was never good. Half the character designs are a joke. Manat, a fucking Egyptian mummy girl. What the fuck is this? It's not Darkstalkers. It's fucking Street Fighter. Why the fuck is that even in there? It didn't make any sense. The character designs were awful. Ed and fucking Falk and shit. It's like, this is the most boring shit I've ever seen in my life. It was completely uninspired of a game. But everyone played the fuck out of it for 7 years because there was nothing else to play. Capcom didn't make any more fighting games. When they finally came out with a game like MVC, Ultimate MVC 3, or was it? No, it wasn't MVC 3. Was it MVC Ultimate? Whatever it was called, it tanked. The whole hype behind those games had failed, and they removed most of the characters people love, so no one cared about it. So all the eggs in the basket of one game. And the community had nothing else to play, so they had to play that game and pretend like the problems didn't exist. And the funny part about it is, the entire time Street Fighter V was out, I called it out for all of these issues. I said, it's too delayed, it's pattern-based, there's no real intelligence, no reacting to anything, no footsies. It's just a game where you just play a pattern, it's boring as dirt, right? So when Street Fighter 6 is announced and comes out, immediately all the top players started admitting, oh yeah, Street Fighter 5 was terrible. You played it for 7 years of your fucking life. 7 years you dedicated to a piece of dog shit. I'm glad I skipped it. I really, imagine if I wasted 7 years of streaming time playing a dog shit game just because it's the only game Capcom has out right now. Fuck that. You don't support shit that sucks, because that's how you get more shit that sucks.
Yeah, just buy every copy and version of Street Fighter
basically canned the game and said, sorry Capcom, you fucked up. Come back in a year or two with something better. We're not playing this dog shit. And then,
so Phil just said you don't support shit that sucks. Does he not wonder why he sometimes gets slow support? And that might be why he doesn't get support? because the audience are fucking
No,
speaking
that-
with their wallets.
He's just talking about everybody else. He's got so little self-reflection and awareness that it couldn't possibly be him.
Yeah, that doesn't apply to fucking Phil Burnell. That law only exists in video game land.
Yeah.
Fucking video game land. Fucking hate that place.
Capcom would have made a better game right away instead of people literally paying them money for crap for 7 straight years. Okay? It's just amazing to me that they did that. But and I say that's my take. That's literally everyone's take on Street Fighter 5 now. It's just that they didn't say it until Street Fighter 6 came out. That was my take on Street Fighter 5 since the day it fucking came out. I said the same thing. And everyone back then showed me like a joke. Oh, DSP doesn't know what he's talking about. DSP is just salty because he's not in the FGC and no one likes him. No, it's gonna tell the truth. Because I don't have my stake in the FGC. I don't need tournaments to be successful, streams to be amazing. I don't participate in any of their shit. I just do content for myself and my audience. That's it. I don't care. So I
Nah. If you're going to run your mouth about, if you're going to name drop the FGC again for no goddamn reason, then oops, press the wrong button. I'm gonna fucking have someone from the FGC respond to you in kind.
Yo, Phil.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up. Nobody wants to look like you, dude. I mean, you're a fucking snitch. Everybody hates you. Who would want?
Nobody wants to look like a snitch.
Nobody
What the
fucking
fuck?
asking, dude. You're yes, getting shot down left and right. Nobody wants to look like you, and we don't give a fuck about you, motherfucker. Ain't nobody trying to look like you. Shit.
That's what I'm
So DSP, shut the fuck up.
All right, you notice Ben's respectful and you're not.
Shut the fuck up.
It's been 6
God
months.
damn, dude.
Yeah, Jaha said it best. Shut the fuck up.
The Snitchinator, powered by Jack Daniels.
Oh, fuck.
Goddamn.
It's just he runs his mouth all the time. He's told the FGC.
Remember, he'll say,
and you go,
"Yeah, that's no. You're right on what I was gonna say."
Yeah, same fuck process. He's told the FGC to keep his name out their mouths, and yet he'll name drop them on a regular fucking basis. It's just like fucking Turkey Tom. Turkey Tom hasn't fucking even thought about Phil Burnell's ass since fucking last year, when he made the fucking videos and then moved on to other things. And yet Phil cannot help but reference a decade of failure. Turkey Tom, whatever his name is. Tom lives rent-free in Phil's head and he's not even aware of it. But he talks about fucking other people name dropping him all the time for clout, when he's the one doing exactly that to them. Because he's fucking name dropping these random fucking people, so he's fucking pertinent and relevant and trying to instigate drama. Turkey Tom doesn't
Well,
get
I don't
about
get
Phil.
millions of views on my videos, guys, so obviously he's punching down. I'm just a little guy.
And then using Phil's logic right there, then he's punching down on us. Using Phil's
Exactly.
logic right fucking there, because I've got like 3,000 subscribers. Phil has 200,000. If he ever fucking complained about me, he's punching the hell down.
I don't even know if I've got. I think I might have over 200.
It's not bad, you know. Got to start somewhere. Feel free to spam your channel.
Hey, yeah.
Spam your channel link in the chat if you want and advertise yourself.
Nah,
you make content
it's fine.
after all. You do make content. Promote yourself.
It's animation is a long one to wait for, and besides, I get mentioned or recommended after like some Dick Stroke and Phil and Snort Burnell videos, so I'm all right. I check my analytics.
Yeah, you forced my hand now. You're meant to promote yourself, but you're not going to do it, so now I've got to fucking do it. So hold on, let me derail myself and let me promote your channel and everything else. Here's Barrett Wells' channel at Spottyhead. The @ link should work. If it doesn't, then blame Phil. As you can see, he's made a bunch of videos, 246 subscribers, 12 videos including Survivor Dude, animated moments in DSP history, and that was a 2 weeks ago, that video. And of course, he made an animated version of DSP playing WWE Champions.
Right. Oh, yeah, I got him. Wow, finally. Oh, hi everyone. How you doing? Didn't see you come in. Welcome to the Level 1 Podcast. DSP here. Sorry, I was busy spending hundreds of thousands of dollars doing crazy pulls in a mobile game. But, it's time now to start streaming for the week. So how is everyone doing? I hope you're doing well.
There you go. Very good animation.
That got 10,000 views. It's been like 8 months or something since I put that one out, but
286.
11,000.
Look at you, Tom, about having a little ring.
Suck it,
channel.
Phil.
You're getting ridiculous.
I'm a
amounts
little
of views.
guy.
Yeah. Is that your most popular video? Yeah.
Probably, yeah.
But
I think so.
The one from 2 weeks ago, 5.3k views.
Yeah, it's getting there. I just dropped that one at the right time, though.
Yeah. not gonna watch that again.
You could skip to like the 1 minute mark if you're gonna do that.
Guys, if you want to check out the animations that Barrett Wells has made, the link is in the chat. Since he's too fucking, too much of a gentleman to promote his own shit, on the show, even though I tell him to fucking do it. Subscribe to him if you're not subscribed to him. He makes some robust content, as you've very well seen. But yeah, very, very, very good animator, and he gets the animation quite spot on with that kind of sort of thing. And yeah, you can imagine the amount of detail and time that he had to spend watching Phil's O-Face and recreating that particular video.
That survivor dude, it's 6 minutes, and it took me probably 10 months to do with like the writing and recording.
That one didn't get the views really. It's like 600 reviews. That deserved more views. The survivor dude thing deserved far more views in my opinion.
I think I named it different when I first released it, and then I edited the name like 5 days later or something like that. Yeah. Because I think that might have been just the problem, but it is what it is.
As annoying when things you work on don't really get much traction. I've experienced that sometimes with, if some of the fucking dumb wee diss tracks I make sometimes, some I do put a lot of time into, and it's like they barely get any like notice, and it's like, oh well, it's a bit of a shame. But then I'll fucking make a random video sometimes, and that'll pop off or something. So it is what it is. You can't really predict these things.
Yeah, exactly.
Anyway, go subscribe to
Come on, Phil, say some things.
Be honest about a game that sucks and not have to worry that, oh no, now the community will be shot. Who cares? The game was terrible. It always was. I said it since day one. No one could counter my points. Instead, they just continued to play the game like, that's not as bad as he says. And 7 years later, oh wow, that game was awful. Because you lie. You know what I'm saying?
Who fucking cares?
Exactly right, Pony. He says the players... Well, see, I disagree with this statement. He says the players didn't have a choice but to say good things about Street Fighter V. It was the only Street Fighter game they had at the time. No, they had a choice.
No.
They had a choice. They chose to sell out, is what it was. Every one of them who kissed that butt of Capcom and said that game was good and lied, they had the choice to be honest and be like, no, this game is bad. We should not support it. It's really bad from the get-go. Just the innate design of the game is bad. Let's not support it. And even if Capcom flubs it for a couple of years, they'll come back to the drawing board. They'll make something new. Instead, we had 7 years of a bad game. And, let's be honest, that's a lot of the reason why a lot of my viewing base went away for Street Fighter. When I started playing Street Fighter 6, I didn't have nearly the amount of people following me anymore. Why? Because 7 years I didn't fucking care about fighting games in any competitive way because Street Fighter 5 was awful. I used to have people come in all the time to watch me play fighting games. They loved it.
So is he blaming Capcom now for him not losing some of his viewer base? He's actually blaming Capcom.
He'll blame whoever. Yeah, he'll just blame whoever he needs to not accept responsibility.
It didn't make a good fighting game, so my Street Fighting audience fucked off. Fucking hell.
And a lot of them just went away because, wow, Phil's just not a fighting game guy anymore. People should always be honest in life. I'm sorry, man. Too many people, I gotta take that bag and I gotta fucking get ahead for myself. No.
Hey, Turbo knows.
Yes!
Burger. 5 in a row.
Perfect.
That's concerning.
So let's see. We only need one thing to happen here. We only need one thing to happen based on our current free spaces. Fantastic, and an excellent example of Turbo's.
It's been a slog. I thought this card was doomed about 20 minutes in.
Yeah, I mean, patience. Yeah, we all need some patience. We're one away from a full house. We can do this.
I always try to tell it like it is. I'm honest with this audience about games and the like, and I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat my opinions, right? Yes, you're right. That's exactly what the FGC did. They chose to basically ignore all the problems of the game because they didn't have any other games to play that were Capcom based.
Nonsense.
They didn't have to. They chose to do that for personal gain. And that's what upsets me about the FGC. They were literally dishonest for 7 years. What the fuck? Then when the new one comes out, the bandwagon of shitting on Street Fighter V begins. I told you it sucked since day one, but now I was the one who was treated like crap and told, oh, you're the outsider, you're the salty guy because you're not good at fighting games anymore. That's what I heard too. Phil just talks shit about Street Fighter V because he's not good at fighting games, right? What? I don't even care. I'm not a competitive player. I'm not trying to win tournaments. What does it have any factor on anything? They had to make an excuse of why I was wrong, right? So anyway, I hope that answers your question, the big dog. There's more to it than that, but really that was the core problem, is that the overall design of the game was not meant to really be competitive, and it took many years for them to fix the game enough that it played competitively. It was just pattern play for a lot of that, and I mean, I could continuously go into it about how the character designs are atrociously bad for a fighting game. The art style is a joke. It looks really stupid. The characters look like doughy action figures made out of fucking claymation and shit. I can keep going. I mean, there's so many missteps in that game. Would my life have been different if Street Fighter V was amazing upon release? Yes. I plan on a huge launch event for Street Fighter V. I actually bought an expensive joystick for its launch. I was planning on doing insane amounts of coverage of the game.
Oh my god, he's actually not kidding here. I thought Phil was joking for a second, but he's actually serious. D-Dog says, spoiler. What do you mean, spoiler? What do you mean, spoiler, D-Dog? Do you know something we don't? Also, I'm going to slow it down to 1.5 just for this part, because I'm kind of curious to see what Phil's grand plan was on Street Fighter V being a good game. D-Dog says we've won. Oh, you must know. Phil says or does one of these things. We know it's not a tips. Okay, hold on. Let's just let. Apparently, we're going to win. D-Dog says we're going to win. He must know something we don't. Let's just let it. Let's let Phil cook.
Would my life have been different if Street Fighter V was amazing upon release? Yes. I plan on a huge launch event for Street Fighter V. I actually bought an expensive joystick for its launch. I was planning on doing insane amounts of coverage of the game. I was like, this is my opportunity. Because here's the thing. When Street Fighter 4 came out, I was basically a little rinky-dink guy on YouTube. I wasn't well known. It just so happens that when Street Fighter 4 was blowing up in popularity, my videos did too. Boom. So Street Fighter 5 was my opportunity to now I'm a full-time guy. This is my job now. This is not my hobby anymore. I can literally play the crap out of this game, cover it in depth, talk about different characters and builds, be prominent again for fighting games. And literally within 2 weeks of the game being out, I hated it. I can't believe how bad it was. So yeah, like no exaggeration. If Street Fighter 5 was a good game, probably a lot of shit would have been very different. I probably would have been covering fighting games to a much higher capacity. I probably would have been known for covering fighting games. Instead, it became the absolute opposite of that, right? Excuse me. Guy Lloyd, you are an outright liar, and you can now get banned from the chat. You're literally a fucking liar.
Okay, hold on. I need to find out what he lied about. What was the guy's name?
Lloyd?
Guy Lloyd, you are an outright liar.
Guy Lloyd. Give me a second here.
My God, he had a death stare on that chat.
Yeah.
He just locked on to that message and he just heat-seeking ban missiles. Yeah, exterminate, exactly.
Okay, let me just... So, hold on. This has been over for a while, hold on. Look at fucking smooth jazz going on there. So hold on.
It must be bedtime at the Snort Fort.
So it's behind Phil's podcast by... We're almost at the end, 5 minutes to go, like 5 odd minutes to go. So, it's... So the podcast ends pretty much there. Maybe here.
When I started playing Street Fighter 6, I didn't have nearly the amount of people following me anymore. Why?
Is that? I don't know. Look, so Guy Lloyd is still in the chat there. So it can't be there. Let's see. Let's look for the evil, angry stare.
Vince? What does it have any factor on anything? So anyway, I hope that answers your question.
Hold on.
I mean, I could continuously go into it about how the character designs are atrociously there's so
yeah.
Would my life have been different if Street Fighter 5 was amazing?
Okay, it is actually around about here. Blah 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 blah, and then the leaning.
There, yeah.
Guy Lloyd says to someone else in the chat, you're not even talking to Phil, he was responding to Ponage, who said on whether to sell it or not, basically shelve the game. And they responded to, so Guy Lloyd was even talking to Phil. Guy Lloyd was talking to Ponage in response saying they did not shelve the game. Everyone criticised the game. You'd know that if you followed the FGC, the game was disliked by all. So that was Phil's anger. Phil's anger wasn't even something that somebody was talking to him about. Guy Lloyd was leaned because I was talking to somebody else in chat about their own take on how the FGC reacted to Street Fighter 5.
Yeah, so gotta have that like reinforced pignosis. Can't have like the littlest crack appear.
I just love that Phil's leaning in somebody who's not even talking to him. He's having his own conversation with someone else.
Wait. Yeah, just can't have it.
Guy Lloyd, you are an outright liar, and you can now get banned from the chat. You're literally a fucking liar. But what it is people like to rewrite history to base their own narrative, right?
Oh, look who's fucking talking.
Yeah, holy shit.
So he says in chat, oh no, the whole FGC criticized the game and said it sucked. That literally didn't happen. I'm the one who said it sucked, and everyone made fun of me and said I was a liar. Oh, he's over-exaggerating. You know, what are you talking about? I was the one who called it out, not them. I was the one, that's when a lot of the FGC, don't listen to that old salty bastard. He's on the outside fringes of our community anyway, right? That's how I was treated. When I started saying that shit, I had a whole video about it, how the FGC was being dishonest to everyone about the game and should man up and be honest, and then they basically made a laughingstock out of that. But again, revisionist history to serve your own narrative.
Those little looks into the
they're all
camera.
fucking cashing in on that shit. Keep in mind, Street Fighter 5 was the era. Esports was hitting fighting games. Sponsorships were hitting fighting games. So the money was there now. So now, we gotta cash in on that. How can you literally look at the cast of Street Fighter 5 at the end of the day when all the DLC fighters were released? Can you really look at that cast and say that's a serious fighting game cast? You see the characters in it? There's a character that's the size of the screen, like this. Right? It's like, what? There's characters in the game that don't even play like it's a fighting game. It's like you're playing a different kind of game. It's like, what? It doesn't even make sense at all. But people just defend it blindly because they're just dumb. They're ignorant. God.
Callisto Protocol.
Exactly. Street Fighter 5 tournaments were broadcast on ESPN. The worst numbered Street Fighter ever was broadcast on ESPN as if it was good. I remember that. Radical Jaws says, would you recommend Tekken 8 to a beginner, or is it too difficult? Any fighting game is fine for a beginner as long as you don't aspire to get good. Tekken has a very, very sharp learning curve with a sharp level of execution and timing required.
Speaking of Radical Jaws, speaking of Radical Jaws, he actually commented on one of my posts about this video, and he was like, oh, I hope I earn my place onto one of these things, one of these murals. It's like, well, stop being a dent and maybe. Like I might put Arkham. I saw a version of Arkham that I kind of liked by that Black Steel Raven or whatever I put into the chat earlier, and yeah, he was. It's a good looking character, and I think Raven, or what's his name, Arkham, has kind of earned a little bit. At least he broke Pignosis with like a large chunk of his life ahead of him still, instead of like Planet Jeff with 3 bankers.
It wasn't even like them getting like, bullied, and like I think they were in an Aquatail stream or something. They went and popped up in a random Aquatail stream, and Aqua just asked them, like, you're doing all this work for Phil. You deserve to get paid for the hard work you do. And they kind of thought to themselves, you know, that may be a good point. And so they fucking asked Phil, hey, Phil, money? And Phil done his fucking usual Phil thing. When I was like, hey, you want paid? No, you may pay me so you can do work for me.
Yeah, exactly. It's insane.
It's crazy. I'm kind of curious why D-Dog knows we've won bingo. He must know something we don't.
Well, at a competitive level. You would not be able to play that game at a high level without insane amounts of practice and study. So, it's easy to just jump into and casually play, but to play at a higher level, no. You know?
Snort.
Oh, alright. Well, guys, I've gone on for a while, and I just realized it's React Day, and I have to end the show, because we have to get the React stream going. Okay? So let's end the show. Thank you for hanging out. For those who did support early on, I appreciate that. Again, remember, this will carry over to the React stream, and my hope is that today we're going to have a solidly performing React stream, because last week it really did not perform well. Thank you guys for hanging out with me, and if you want to continue this discussion about fighting games and more stuff in the future, let's do it on a future podcast, but we've gone long. So, thank you so much for watching the Level 1 podcast. Tomorrow, I'm sure I will recap how all the reacting went today.
Is it a big tip, D-Dog?
We'll hopefully have some updates and news stories and all kinds of stuff to cover, all right? Thank you guys so very much, and I will see you on Monday. Peace out. Okay, let us get set up for the React show, because I need to get that stream running. I'm losing track of time here. I was like, oh my god, it's almost like 1 o'clock, and I have to get the show set up. So, let's do that. So let's get the camera.
Oh, Whale Mary.
Let's get the correct order, or the correct pop-ups, the correct logo, and then let's get that stream rolling. Is that centered? Most part, yeah, it is centered. Okay. Okay, let's do React pop-ups. Enable the YouTube side pop-ups. Let's do the React logo. Here we go. Cool. And I already got the Ultra members playlist ready to go. So, all right, guys, let's adjourn here. If you are watching this live,
we actually have one more snort.
You see a pop-up on your screen, and the stream goes off.
What, did I miss a snort?
He did a single barrel snort a while ago, and I think you might have missed ticking it up to 59.
Is that the one you called out like a minute ago or something? I just thought you were yelling snort for hoping they would snort.
Yeah. I caught one. I don't know if you ticked the thing.
No, I didn't press. I just thought you were hoping it would snort, but if you caught it, then okay. But,
oh yeah, it was a single barrel.
Alright, well, I've added it now, so we're one away. But yeah, Phil was about to end his podcast.
Line saying, hey, click here and join DSP Reacts for a new stream. That's going to be the clip show for the afternoon, okay? I hope you'll join me over there. Thank you so much, and I'll see you over on DSP Reacts.
It's well, no, it's not over yet. It's not over yet, Snake. Let's go to his React crap. So how do we know which one's which? Here we go, React channel. And that's outrageous. Now, hold on a second. When does Phil start talking?
Oh god.
This works. I'm trying to get it fixed.
When does he start talking?
I copy.
Hold on a second.
Everything works. Nightbot message.
Shit.
That. Big detail things.
Oh, okay, here we go. And we'll go 1.5 here.
Okay, everybody, good afternoon and welcome to the show. Please give me a second here to get set up because everything is different. YouTube has screwed up a ton of different links and things. In all of their wisdom, they had no real idea what they're doing. And they screwed up so many things right now on YouTube channels that
isn't it hilarious?
I'm basically just trying to get everything to load properly here so I can get it on my laptop. I talked about it on my podcast this morning. I don't really want to go into big detail about it, but they made it so that any part of any YouTube channel that's referenced by the @ symbol, which was like half the site, has screwed it up. So, you might notice that.
Well, that's a snort, and that means
There was a snort.
Yeah.
Boom.
Hold on. So we have 6 snort spaces and 1 for the likes, and we have 7 spaces left. That's right. Yeah, it's a full house.
Burger.
Full house.
Get 'em,
boy.
otters.
How exciting. Anyway.
God damn, we endured all that podcast only for the fucking thing
my
to
God.
end right at the start of the fucking React crap. We won bingo. So first and
That
foremost,
really did turn into a let's endure.
it really fucking did. But that's $25 added onto the bingo prize fund. We are finally off the mark. We're no longer on $0 goddamn dollars. We're on to fucking. We're up and running for the month. There we go. The first of many, hopefully. Let's go to live DSP and see
Beauty.
Oh, well, you got a $33 tip from somebody who's on 50 buckaroos.
Lisa Lou.
Good old
Coming in
OIC.
clutch.
Let's just get rid of that, Let's just fucking focus on goddamn autos, because, yeah, that was a
It's
torturous
raining.
one. Yeah, it's a heavy
I gotta
rain.
play softball tonight, and it's just pouring out.
Oh, Jesus, terrible news for you. That's just tragic stuff. Oh, well, too bad.
Makes sliding out in the field a little easier.
Broside Phil is just flexing here, saying they're batting 1,000 when it comes to full houses. I mean, technically, so are you, Barrett Wells, because that's you one and done. So you've also got the
This is my first time streaming ever, and I got a bingo under my belt already. So
There we go. Who are you going to call? Fucking Barrett for a full house. There you go. Good stuff indeed. That was a lengthy one. Too fast, I'm saying, like, unusual on a Sunday, I wouldn't be able to fucking do like a lengthier, I wouldn't have a guest on usual on a Sunday, but as I said, it's a bank holiday for me tomorrow.
Right.
I don't have to work tomorrow, which is a rarity, I mean, I get a Monday off, which is a nice change of pace. So yeah, I was able to have a guest on, and I'll say, you were a very lucky guest, obviously, because you brought the full house as well, so there we go. That was a rough one. If Phil had not snorted so much, the snort saved us. We were up to 60 goddamn snorts.
that was insane. I can't believe that.
And bear in mind, there's 60 snorts with his microphone filters on.
Yeah.
It's insanity. Without the fucking microphone filters, I probably wouldn't
Like-
fucking double digits.
I didn't realize how many snorts we got until we were like at 23, and then it was like started clicking in with me. But holy
It's
shit!
the sneezes. I mean, when he sneezed like twice. The second time he came back from that sneeze, it was like every fucking 5 seconds, adding a fucking snort, adding a fucking snort, adding a fucking. It was insane.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah,
fuck
that
it.
was
Like,
crazy.
you still got fucking things to do today, whatever. You've got a fucking like a softball game to fucking play with your fucking pals and all that shit, you know what I mean? So I was like, let's just wrap things up. Okay, guys, thank you very much for joining us on this very robust game of bingo. Hope we've all had a very fun and meaningful weekend. The otters are all fucking waving goodbye and all, waiting that cute as all shit. I'm going to wrap things up myself anyway, but Barrett, anything you want to fucking say before we bugger off?
I'm just happy to be part of this community. It's
How the
so
fuck do I mute
creative.
this stupid mic? I have no idea.
It's amazing to see how we take such a boring person and make them so exciting in what we do with the community. So keep it up. I love bingo. Love seeing how everybody's doing. And peace out, everybody.
I've just spammed the chat of your YouTube link again, because why the fuck not? If you want to subscribe to Barrett Wells' YouTube channel, where he makes some of his creative animated content sometimes, and by all means subscribe to it and keep an eye on his future creations and all that jazz. But yeah, I'm going to wrap things up there. I'm going to end how it always ends, by pointing to today's PIG contributions made by the supremely talented Pixar Animations. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow for some more bingo antics. It'll just be me tomorrow, no guest tomorrow, so hopefully Phil can provide some soul to not crap, and we can get back-to-back full houses. That'll be fucking grand. But yeah, there we go. But guys, listen, thank you very much for joining me. Thank you, Barrett Wells, for being a guest as well. And
My pleasure.
Yeah, I'm going to wrap things up, as I said. I mean, we might as well have a nice little detox session with our otters on this very wet day in Vancouver. But yeah, I hope you all had a fun weekend, and I'll catch you all later. Goodbye.
On September 14th, a pre-authorized payment of $16.51 from PayPal.
All right, Luna Mills has tipped me $1.30. It says, I'm back. What's your favorite type of shower?
when you're showered in money, when you go outside and all of a sudden greenbacks start falling from the sky and you raise your face up, you're like, oh, you start dancing, you go, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. All right, I don't know what the hell you're talking about, but thank you for the first tip of the day. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. Show me the money.
Free.
Money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. Money, 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 yeah, yeah. Money, money, oh, money, money, yeah, yeah. These contributions are mandatory. And it's gone, just gone like that.